Hell yeah. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. Earlier, when I told you that shit was getting strange, now it's getting even fucking stranger out here. It's crazy because, like I say, I actually reached out to this Bay Sade person. Upon getting at the Bay Sade person, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much, they ain't fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? They feel some kind of way about all this shit right here. I guess they upset or whatever, but I don't know why that they thought, like I say, I don't know why, you know what I'm saying, that they thought and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Right. I don't know why in the entire hell that they thought that I wasn't gonna be able to, I don't get this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. I just don't get this shit right here, man. I'm like, yo, so you was in a live stream with Babaji, but now you upset and shit, right? Because we know who the fuck that you are. Now this person told me to the effect like, yeah, it's on and all this shit, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. But I'm gonna share my inbox with you to show and to prove to you that not only was I respectful, but hell, they hit me with the clap back. I'm like, what you clapping at me for? I report on this shit. You either want to, hey, look at here. Hey, I'm either gonna report on it or I'm gonna roast your motherfucking ass up. One of the damn two. Yeah, straight up. Hey, it's one of the two. And I think that this shit is weird. This shit is weird as hell, y'all. Now I want y'all to see this. I'm gonna go to my inbox. Hold on, I'm gonna give it a second because I ain't even been on here long enough. I don't want people to run up in here and then start asking me what's going on, what are you talking about, and all of this shit or whatever. So let me just slow up for a second. I do understand how that YouTube does have a way, you know what I'm saying, to halt these notifications. So let me give it a second, and I'm gonna show you this inbox, and then we're going with the rest of the damn show. And if you just came up in, you're a little late or whatever, yeah, the transgender that I was talking about a little earlier, I had messaged them to see what the hell was going on with the whole Babaji situation. You know how I do. I hit everybody up, just to ask them, like, yo, do you want to talk? Is it something that's on your mind or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Because we want to know what the connection is between the transgender or and Babaji. So here go the damn inbox and shit right here, right? I say I got a few questions for you about the cult leader, Nature Boy. They say hilarious. I say okay, no problem. I say most people don't want me to report, but hey, I gave you an option. Say for you to exploit me. I said, nah, hell no. However, they say if you apologize for your direct and unnecessary disrespect to me and to all black trans women, then I will consider it. Now I found that to be hilarious as fuck. But it's just hilarious to me that you want my presence to benefit your platform after you continuously misgendered me and disrespecting the trans culture in full. You see this shit? Strange fruit. I say your presence. I say nah. I say I was asking questions as far as an apology. I said you got to hold your breath on that one. She talking about, or he said, all money ain't good money, and it's clear to me you've not learned that yet. But be very careful, sir, because you're very minuscule and tiny in this digital space. Oh wow, well that's good to know that I'm very tiny. That my channel was very tiny. So you have no idea the can of worms you've opened up by fucking with me. But proceed. Good day, peasant. I say, damn, that motherfucker called me a peasant. Okay, I say no more. And this motherfucker still kept typing. Thanks for all of the free promotion, little bitch. I say, since I'm a peasant, they say, let's play ball. Ball in my court. Bye now. Ain't no promotion. You know what I'm saying? You're so dumb. Free publicity, and ain't no such thing as bad promotion when you're media stupid. This is a win for me and all black women. So thanks, sis. What the fuck? Now, this is what I want to show y'all. After all this talking and shit that the trans did, pay close attention to the color of the hearts that the tranny put. Now, what does that tell you? Those are in fact carbonation hearts. That's why when people come over here and they be trying to put green hearts and shit up in my chat, they ass is automatically timed out or they are in fact banished from the Make It Make Sense motherfucking network. That's right. Now, the same transgender from the other day that I was talking about that was on the live stream with Babaji, we got even more receipts on that too. Because Babaji and them been doing a whole bunch of fuck shit, y'all. They had a damn sleepover party and shit on Bigo the other day. Right. Then True dumbass was up on that motherfucker. Yeah, True was on there and shit, you know, sitting in the middle, talking to all of the women and shit. I'm just like, what the hell kind of shit is this right here? That's how you can tell that these motherfuckers is fruity booty. And see, True, I already knew how the fuck True was any damn way. You can look at True and tell he a whole live transgender. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna go to the live stream when the trans was actually on there in the middle, same person that just sent the DM, the Bay Sade chick, okay? Or I ain't even gonna say chick. No, I'm definitely not gonna say chick because it's not a damn chick. It's a he, she. That's what the hell it is. So we'll go to the he, she video and how all this stuff right here transpired. And like I said, we've been watching Babaji. We've been knowing that he been wanting to flirt with transgenders. I just think for a long time that he didn't want the women to know, especially Velveeta. Yeah, Velveeta Cracker. He didn't want Velveeta Cracker to know about any of this shit right here. So now Celiana got to sit back and look at her man over here fucking with the trans community. Like, what the fuck is going on, Babaji? That's how you moving, my dude? The fuck? Damn.
Oh, do you like trans women? I like women. Shit. If you a woman, I like you. I don't care. I like all women. It's demon time. They said it's demon time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been drinking a little bit, y'all. I feel good. I have a lot of love in the building. Foster's in the building.
Thank you for the love.
Hey, look. Y'all remind me of me and Ellie. Because y'all remind me of me and Eliana. Yeah. Is that your nana?
In reality, that's great.
Bro, I can feel the vibes through the phone. That's your nana, yo. I feel it. See the key to this shit. You feel me? I already know. I feel the vibes already, bro. I feel it. I feel it through the phone. Number 7 left. King said, I'm going to sleep. Fuck that. The young that nigga in his sleeping bag. That nigga said, fuck that. That nigga zipped up his sleeping bag on that. Y'all don't like my singing? Yo, Friday nights is the drink nights. 2 more days till we having a party. Because we got a party too, yo. You can't just be talking about knowledge all the time. We have to apply it.
He said we gotta apply it. You a fool.
Hey, yo. Y'all don't know how to parties, man. We got parties. You gotta enjoy life. Let me tell you something I learned by traveling. That people in the jungle, indigenous people, they celebrate everything. They got a celebration for everything. Let me tell you something. This is a celebration for fruit. This is a celebration for anything that happens. And then, like, we go through something. And then after that, celebrate. You know, it's a celebration every day of the year. If it's your birthday, you celebrate. If it's his fucking, if you, oh, you found your sneakers, celebrate. I'm telling you, that's how it is in the jungle. That's how it is in the jungle. Ubiquitous is in the
Oh, I love. That's my friend. Hi, King.
Send her a Ferrari.
See the trans.
Die this bitch, man. Said,
oh wow.
We celebrate. It was like, yo, we breathing air. Yay!
Yo, this hey. Up today, celebrate. And then like one day, we all come together and be like, what's wrong? We're trying to find something to celebrate.
Hey.
Yo.
Hey. Number 6. You look like little for real, bro. Little baby. Little baby.
Number 7 got a terrible audio situation.
All right, hold up. Can y'all hear me now?
Hell no.
Damn.
Welcome to the room. Welcome to my room.
Hi, Catalina.
Hi.
Catalina, welcome to my room.
Hey, welcome to my room.
Hey, yo, Catalina.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing, Catalina? What you doing tonight?
I'm chilling.
You chilling with the squad?
Yeah. I was sitting on my
Oh, that.
just chilling.
Now he trying to bite the lurker now. Now he trying to bite all them over there. You know the squad. You know who the squad is. Why the fuck he trying to say they the squad?
Hey, but look, anybody got any songs they want to hear? I am here for you. I am your DJ of the night. If you want to dedicate a song to someone, no matter what it is, I'm gonna play it.
Yo, play BBC by, I don't even know if you can find it. You on YouTube or something?
I got Spotify. I'm subscribed.
I don't know if it's on Spotify. It may be, or it may not be. So look up the song BBC.
This nigga said I'm certified. This nigga said
I'm subscribed, baby. Play who now?
Play BBC. The name of the song is BBC, and the artist is Baby Mother. BBYMUTHA.
No,
It's a dope it's a dope song. It's not on no freak shit. Real talk.
We don't play.
It don't have nothing to do with penis.
BBC.
It has nothing to do with penis.
No. BBC is a network that did it.
Oh, we know what BBC is. We know BBC. You know what I'm saying? We know about the documentary and all that shit right there, Babaji. Like, come on, man. You act like a motherfucker slow or whatever. You feel me? Yeah, we got receipts on all of that too. Now, let me get to this other shit as well, because like I say, we got a lot of shit that we're gonna have to go over. It is a lot of shit, but I'm gonna try to hurry up and get all of this stuff in so I can be able to bring y'all up on this panel. The weirdest stuff, I heard about this. I'm just gonna play it. I'm gonna let you guys check this out. I found this to be strange as hell. Like I say, I have been arrested, I've been to jail, I've been to prison. You know what I'm saying? I did both of those, them little stints or whatnot, not some shit that I'm proud of or whatever. People were sending me the video because I didn't know anything about this. I seen some other crazy stuff that was going on today. Crazy ass shit. And I don't know if I'm gonna show the crazy stuff. Should I show this crazy shit? Yeah, because I think they deleted the crazy stuff. So let me show the crazy stuff first, and then we'll get on to the news, because I definitely want to know what you guys' opinion are about all of this stuff that's going on. Oh my goodness, man. I don't even know like really how to take this shit. Matter of fact, the damn video didn't even fucking upload. Wait a minute, hold on for a minute. So let me show you this other shit, and I'll get that video uploaded, and I'll let you guys know exactly what it was. It's actually a video from a live stream earlier that TKO Capone did on Instagram. He deleted it, but the live stream was him, and out of all places, he was going to get a pedicure. Yeah, he went and got a pedicure and shit. I was like, damn, bro, like, man, this shit is getting a little weird now, man. This shit getting weird as hell. I mean, you know, and I know guys, you know what I'm saying, get manicures and stuff. You know, I'm not hating on that shit, but damn, I'm like, yo, so you just whole live out this motherfucker getting pedicures and shit. Like, people already had been saying stuff about the green contacts. Now the pedicure, like, I don't even know what the fuck to say now. Like, I'm dead ass. Like, I literally did not want to report on this, but I have to. And now what I'm hearing from people, and I'm going to play this video and let you guys listen to it. But undoubtedly, you know, what I hear is that TKO just got released from jail. So yeah, we'll go ahead and then get into that part too. And I'll let y'all go ahead and then slice and dice that up. But here go the science right here, y'all.
Kim Kardashian put on the block list. That's if that pussy trash. I'm polo stressing who. It ain't a bitch that I can't smash. Probably fucked her too. It ain't a bitch that I ain't had. Man, this shit is nothing. You the type to hit and brag. Run your mouth too much, I'm starting to think you niggas fast. Hard for me to slow down, I got used to living fast. Bitch, I love the gang.
Hold on, cause I don't know what's going on with that right there. I don't even know who that artist is, to be honest with you. So let me get past that and let's get to the news. You know what I'm saying? Like tell us what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, because people been hitting my DM and asking me like, what the hell is going on? Because dude done been to prison before, and they was asking like, like if you get caught with a gun, what happens or whatnot. Where I'm from, your ass go to jail. You sit in that fucking jail, and then the federales, the alphabet boys, they then will come and see you. They will pay you a fucking visit. Okay, let's go, man.
I'm gonna chop it up with you. So everybody that's calling in, I appreciate it. I'm gonna get to y'all after I tell y'all what's going on and shit like that. You know.
Nose 9 and this bitch don't blow out stock.
Hold on, he is pumping that shit right there. That shit loud as fuck.
For a little bit more people to get up there.
Okay, he waiting for the people to come up in the room. While he's waiting on the people to come up in the room, let me just mute this for a second, because like I said, I don't know who this artist is. I'm not trying to, get fucked up with whoever the artist is, and the shit they got copyrighted and all that. So hold on.
It wasn't like the natural type of gun charge. You know what I'm saying? They got me for possession. So I'm pretty sure my lawyer gonna be able to kill the case, because I didn't have no gun in my possession. They didn't catch me with no gun in my possession, put it like that. What had happened was, I don't know if y'all remember. Well, let me go ahead and just start from the beginning. So Armani leave the house and she gives me a call, right? And when she give me a call, I pick up the phone and it's not even her on the phone, it's the police. They got a phone. No, I'm not on papers, baby. That's what's so crazy about this. I'm not on parole, I'm not on probation, I'm not on none of this shit. So look, Armani give me a call. Well, a call come from Armani's phone. I pick up the phone. I'm like, "What's up, baby?" And it's the police, right? So I'm like, they like, "Can you come and get your car because we're taking Armani to jail?" You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what's going on? They said that she got an invalid license and she got these traffic tickets, some unpaid traffic tickets and shit like that. I said, "Y'all about to take her to jail for that?" They're like, "Yeah, I'm afraid we got to do it. So you need to hurry up and come out here so we won't tow your car." So I dropped everything. You know what I'm saying? I dropped everything and came out there. And, when I got there to where it was at, I see Armani. You know what I'm saying? She looking panicked because she ain't never been arrested before. She ain't never got in trouble before. None of that shit. So like I see Armani and Armani got like some tears in her eyes. And I'm like, "Damn, baby, I'm about to get you out. Don't even trip, right?" So check this out. So they said, "Hey, do you have any weapons on you or whatever?" Like, "Nah, I don't got nothing." So "Can we check you?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can check me or whatever." So they start checking me or whatever. They said, "Well, let me put your hands behind your back so we can check you and stuff like that." I'm like, "Okay, I don't know why you gotta put me in handcuffs, but all right, that's cool." So as soon as the dude put me in handcuffs, they say, "Man, I'm sorry to bamboozle you, but we're not here for Armani. We're here for you. You under arrest." I was like, "What you mean I'm under arrest? Like what?" They said you got a arrest warrant. I said, "I got an arrest warrant. 'Cause I know I ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I ain't in the streets no more. You know what I'm saying? So like, why these motherfuckers fucking with me? Like, what you mean I got an arrest warrant for what?" And they said, "Well, y'all remember when Phoenix used to be with me? It was me, Phoenix, and Armani, and we went to the gun range. I don't know if y'all remember that shit, but they said they got me on camera at the gun range way back in August." And I'm just like, "So y'all did all this shit in undercover cars and for arrest for some shit of me being in the gun store in the gun range?" They said, "Well, you're a felon, so you can't be around no guns." But I said, "But y'all served a warrant." Like I could see if I was on parole or probation, but like nah. So I'm thinking in my head like something else is going on. Like they're trying to get me down here, even though I know I'm not doing nothing. I'm just like, it gotta be something else to this shit. Like this shit ain't making no sense. Maybe they think, I don't know what the fuck. All these thoughts is going through my head. I'm just like, they did not do all of this shit because I was in a gun range in a store and they got me on camera. Just being in a gun range, nothing happened. I'm at a gun range, so I know it got to be more. So they take me down there or whatever, whatnot, and it turns out it was just that. You know what I'm saying? Money ended up bailing me out or whatever. But they're just fucking with me. I don't know. They always had it out for me. You feel me? They always had it out for me. I don't know why. I think they think that I'm doing something. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they just didn't investigate me or whatever it is. I just don't know. I just don't get it. You feel what I'm saying? But it is what it is. It comes with it. It comes with I mean, it comes from my life, I guess. You feel me? But nah, money just sent me. Nah, y'all tripping. Come on, man. Like,
They say she set him up.
nah. But but yeah. So that happened or whatever, man. That shit was crazy, man. That shit was crazy. I never thought I'd be locked up again, especially with this COVID, all the shit that was in there. They had me in there. Check this out. Look, they had me in this one cell. One cell. It's on a concrete slab. It's not even a jail cell. It's like a holding cell. And they had me in this cell. It's 8 people, 9 including me. I'm the only black. They had four white people, 4 white dudes, four Mexicans. And out of the 8 of them, 4 of them junkies, dope heads, meth heads, heroin addicts. So look, we ain't got no beds, we ain't got no space enough, shit like that up in there. Nowhere to lay down. It's freezing cold. And I just ran out the house for our money, so I didn't have no clothes. I had some basketball shorts up on. So like, I'm already freezing or whatever, whatnot. I'm in there with these nasty motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? No, barely nowhere to sit down. Got to sit down on the concrete floor because there's so many people up in there. Motherfuckers going through heroin withdrawal, so they shitting on themselves. And I had to stay in that same spot my whole time there. You know what I'm saying? It was just like it was terrible. You know what I'm saying? The good thing is, I was fasting, already the day before, so I didn't eat. So I wasn't planning to eat the next day anyway. So I didn't eat none of the time I was there and shit like that. I could tell I dropped some more pounds since I've been. Shit, man. But yeah, it was just crazy. It was a crazy experience. Even though I've been through a lot of shit before, and it just seemed like every time something happened to me, it's always off the fluke. It's always off like I never know when it's coming. Like it's just like it be like random shit like that, because the same shit happened. Like I was saying on Facebook, every time when I'm going up, like I just bought the new Range Rover or whatever. Well, not the new Range Rover, but I bought a Range Rover. I'm just doing certain things in my life, elevating. Since I see my son for the first time, chilling with my mother and everything. Everything changed in my life. I'm minding my business, and then they try to like take me out my glory. Same shit happened when I went to prison. I just bought the mansion, the 10-bedroom mansion, September 1st. September 11th, just because a month prior I was in Hawaii without permission. It's my fault because I should have had permission, but on September 11th, they come and wipe me out. I ended up going to prison for those 2 years just for being out of town, without permission. So it'd be shit like that. It'd be bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? Never be like nothing serious, but like I say, it's my fault though. I got to be a little bit more, not a little bit more, but I just got to just do what's right. You know what I'm saying? I got to do what's right, even if it's petty like that, because there's niggas out there that's really doing shit, catching bodies. You know what I'm saying? Robbing motherfuckers, selling, you know what I'm saying, doing what they do, selling drugs, whatever they doing, when it comes to me, it'd be some shit like that. So I just gotta just be perfected. I just gotta master my life in every aspect. I can't do anything that's out of contrary with the law, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's my fault. You feel me? It's my fault and I understand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit up here and complain about anything. You feel me? I'm gonna always remain strong and remain tough and everything. I've been through worse. So at the same time, they never knocked down my spirit. I'm still gonna continue to do everything that I'm doing. We gonna still get this big old shit quarantine going. We're gonna still you know what I'm saying, it ain't stopping, it ain't gonna ever crush my spirit to the death of me, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. You feel me? I do want to get away from this one. Oh, somebody said it. That's crazy. That's confirmation right there. I was just not about to say I want to get the fuck out of Vegas, and they said get the fuck out of Vegas. Um, Let me see. All right, so I'm about to start taking calls. I know some people was calling in. Yeah, we had a mass. Uh, right, right. Let me go back up. The title. That ain't. Let me see nobody. Yeah, they watching whatever for whatever reason. They think probably because I'm making moves, making money. They see multiple females. They probably think I'm still in a fast lifestyle. I don't know what it is. Maybe some of this shit. Yeah, I'm just trying to go up to some of the. All right, so look, let me take some of these calls real quick. Yeah, Vegas, man, Vegas is crazy. Yeah, Vegas. Whoever was calling in, call right back in. boy called me right now, so you want to move? I'm figuring that out. I think I want to like my last like Malibu or Miami is the main places, but for right now, just temporarily, I just want to just kind of like move around. I'm thinking about. I don't want to say a lot. I'm thinking about some places though. All right, hey, you're not coming through wherever you are, Jamie. It's not coming through for you, baby. All right, so who else was calling in? So I see some names they missing now. I don't see them no more. Yeah, I gotta go back out and come back in though. The way that you Abby, you just gotta go back out and come back in. And yeah, that's why I want to settle down there, either in Miami or Malibu, California. I'll probably have two spots. That's like, once my career take off and shit really get in place. But yeah, how y'all doing though? Like everything is Gucci with me though. You know what I'm saying? Everything's Gucci with me. I just want to share that. You know what I'm saying? You can look up stats. Felons are not permitted in gun range. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But how they gonna get me for gun possession? I don't know, man. This is weird. Like, it's just weird. It is what it is. I got locked up Wednesday night. I wasn't in there long or nothing, but still, I mean, one fucking hour is too long for me. I'm too player for that shit. Like, I got too much shit going in my life, going good in my life, or whatever, whatnot, to be sent over there. Like, fuck with somebody else. It's all these people out here doing all this, committing all these crimes. Why the fuck you fucking with me? It happens though. You feel me? That's why I gotta always be on my shit and really just understand, what the odds is against me. You feel me? What happened? Somebody said send my condolences. Okay. Yeah, if y'all want to chop it up with me, yeah, go ahead and call through. Go ahead and call through. Let me see. Sorry for all the people I missed y'all comments or whatever. I should have inbox you. Hold on. Let me see. I should have inbox you when the thought crossed my mind and stuff. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, they just wanted to charge me with something. You know what I'm saying? Right. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm about to go get it done. I just did this shit just to keep it up. You feel me? But yeah, I'm about to hold on. Thank you. I appreciate it. You said I look handsome today? Thank you, because to me this is my rough. This is my roughness right here. Straight up, y'all getting me robbed. But if you like it, I love it. I appreciate it. I appreciate the compliment. Most definitely. But yeah, I'm just going. It really inspired me to come back and hit the ground running. Because I'm like, man, look. Have I been doing everything? Yeah. Yeah, she posted my bail, so I gotta go to court and all that shit. But yeah, Armani posted my bail. Like I knew she would. She was on it, man. Armani was on that shit. But then they took hella long though. They took hella long. Like they took hella long to let me out. They was just really just hating, Hold on, let me get out of here. Yeah, that was hella hating.
That be the food, though. Ain't that be the food?
Going on with your sister. Love you too. Thank you, Lil. I appreciate that. You gonna have to for the people who come in here late, just I'll have to start over. I'm gonna post the stuff to start it over. You'll be able to see. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, now I don't know what you guys think about that. Now I heard this story, and one thing about it, if you are in fact charged with gun possession, your ass just don't get up out of jail, okay? Like I'm just letting you know. Like I done did a whole heap of motherfucking time before. And then I'm trying to figure out the part what he said that the cops called him. So the cops said, okay, you about to be arrested. We're gonna let you use the phone so you can call, you know what I'm saying, your boyfriend, you know what I'm saying, and talk to him before we lock you up. Now this shit is weird. I keep telling y'all, man, I gotta get this dude back over here because it's a lot of shit that just ain't making sense. You know, I try to give everybody, you know what I'm saying, the decency with this shit, man, before we start going the fuck in. And the reason why I'm telling you this shit, because there's too much fraud stuff that's going on. Too much fraud ass shit. And like I say, I had something else that was sent to me today as well, still dealing with that community, with that transgender community, with this fake ass shit, with this catfish ass shit. Shout out to Black Rose, man. Black Rose came through with the came through. I just was like, what in the fuck is going on with this shit right here? So this is what I'm hearing now. I'm hearing that the lady, I'm hearing that her name is Tracy Barbie or something like that. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck no damn Tracy Barbie is, but yeah, this is the Tracy Barbie person that was on there with Babaji. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I was like, who the fuck is a Tracy Barbie? You know what I'm saying? So as you can see right here, you know, the damn Tracy Barbie person actually done been on the talk show Catfish with Neve. This shit is weird as a motherfucker, man. All these different actors and actresses and shit just so happen to, you know, find their way to Babaji's live stream. Now, do I think that this is weird? Hell the fuck yeah, I think that it's weird as hell. Especially when a motherfucker done been on damn Catfish. Yo. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. This is really me when I mean. I'm just really I work with kids, so.
Like in a daycare?
Yeah.
Okay.
They love me so much. They're like my best friends, so they're little puppies. They're so cute.
Obviously, you understand why we're here. You admitted that you created this profile. So we were hoping to hear a little bit more about that.
I was bored of my life, so I wanted to be someone else.
What could you do as Jacqueline that you couldn't do as Tracy?
See this shit?
I don't know. As Jacqueline.
This shit weirder than a song bitch to me right here. And the reason why it's weirder than a song bitch to me, because I'm like, why is it that this dude always get affiliated with somebody that's done did some acting or whatever? Yeah, I don't believe shit on Catfish. I don't believe shit about Catfish. I don't know not one motherfucker done been on the damn Catfish show. That's why I think that shit suspect. And of course, being that I reported on Kanika Jenkins for over 2 years when Catfish came out with the damn documentary, I knew that that was some bullshit too. Not Catfish, but MTV. The dude Neve, that's the motherfucker that came out with the documentary. So anything that got to do with that Catfish ass shit, I think that is suspect. But the question that I'm asking everybody in the chat is how in the entire hell does it seem that all of these different actors and actresses just so happen to find their way over to Babaji's live stream? Think about this shit, man. Think about it. And I see your comment, Lisa Lee. That's how I know that you've been tuning into my channel, because I'm the only one that has been saying that. See, when I was saying all this shit in the beginning, it was people that were saying that I was some bullshit. It was people that were saying that I was making up shit. It was people that were saying, no, that ain't the truth and all this shit or whatever. So it's like, I'm just going back through this shit. That's all the fuck that I'm doing, because I done had motherfuckers come at me on all different levels. Yet, they, look, they get at World News just on some fuck shit. They be trying to get at me, y'all, like real talk. And it's crazy because, like I say, this shit right here with the Tracy Barbie person, man, I'm not even trying, bro. I can't go for this shit, man. It's too much fuck shit that's going on out here, y'all. It's too much fuck shit. And I correlate all, and I repeat, all of the fuck shit with what's going on right now. They keep trying to, you know, low key put this shit out here, man. It's like these motherfuckers want us to accept certain shit throughout these communities. And I know you guys see the title of the video, and I got to show y'all this, man, before I drop this link and then bring whoever up that wants to speak about this stuff. Like, it's some weird shit that's going on right now. And I want you guys to know that the department store that's called Target is at this motherfucker selling all type of pedophile ass fucking shirts, y'all. It's a bunch of pedophile shirts that Target done put out there. It's a bunch. And it's crazy because I've had people send me this stuff. Like I've actually been sitting on this shit right now for over like 2 weeks. I said, well, damn. I see now that this shit is coming into fruition. So let's go ahead and get the bust down with the bust down on this shit universally. Now, as you can see right here, see this damn dumbass unicorn and shit. You know, I don't fuck with no damn unicorn, no motherfucking way. Just because I know the science behind the fucking unicorn. But these are t-shirts that are in fact sold at Target, y'all. Target is selling these damn t-shirts. Now look at this one right here. See this shit? Hug me. I'm a panda. Now, when I did the video and I explained to y'all some time before about panda eyes and what panda eyes represents. Once children are abducted, they are then forced to be sex slaves. It has been a lot of talk that rumored, and people have said that the children, usually get beat up. I don't know why these weirdos find sensation in beating up children, molesting children, having sex with children, but that's what the panda is a representation of. I have to go back through my old receipts and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you see the sale right here, Cat and Jacks. If anybody is dressing their children in Cat and Jacks, do not dress your children in Cat and Jacks. Cat and Jacks is some bullshit, okay? They some bullshit, just like Target some bullshit. And as you can clearly see right here with these sales and stuff that they got going on, these are a few of the t-shirts. You see the panda on the t-shirt? I find this to be weird. The panda with the damn Saturn ring around that motherfucker, okay? So, of course, any parent that buys their children anything that's closely related to this, I'm guessing that the would-be abductors, the would-be pedophiles, the would-be people that have a likeness and have a desire to be with children, most definitely they will be looking at those children. And the reason they'll look at those children because the parents unknowingly purchased these t-shirts without knowing what the representation is of the pizza, of the panda, of the cheese, and all this so other shit that's going on. Just like this one right here with the skunk on that motherfucker. Like, what the fuck is this? See, Cat and Jacks is doing too much crazy shit out here, y'all. Look at this shit. Pandas all over the onesies, the sweaters, and every damn thing, y'all. Look at this shit. Look at here. This is weird to me. Like, I don't even know how somebody could even dress their children in these t-shirts. See this? Got the panda purse. That ain't nothing but panda eyes, y'all. It's fucked up. And like I say, that sale is a $5 sale. Like, Target pretty much going all the way in with this shit right here. They don't give a fuck. There's another one right there. Whenever that you see this stuff out in public, you're supposed to be able to quickly identify with it. If you have children, grandchildren, nieces, or nephews, do not allow for them to wear any clothing with the panda on it. Of course, the panda here has the USA on. I felt some kind of way, the same kind of way that Sammy Timmons felt the same kind of way, about the shit that's going on with the Olympics and on how they've used manipulative tactics with the Olympics to be able to masquerade a lot of the stuff that was going on. Just like this shirt right here. That's a similar one. And that's actually a legging. So they have leggings with pandas on them now. I just don't get this shit, y'all. This is the weirdest shit in the world. Hug me, I'm a panda. Think about what sign that a person is actually sending out for these would-be abductors when they blindly allow for their children to wear this stuff. Now, when we're talking about awareness, we got to spread this shit to everybody. I'm going to have to start doing entire live streams touching on these subjects for people that missed it. Even in the smoke shop, y'all. Even in the weed shop, y'all. Look at this shit right here. Can anybody explain what's so weird about this little weed jar that they got? You see the weed jar with the panda on it. You see the pepperoni pizza. Come on, y'all. Let this motherfucking shit sink in. You see this shit, little mama? That's right, Marla. Make sure you tell Bree about this stuff right here. A panda and a pizza after we've been talking about Pizza Gate. This is weird as fuck. I'm with Amethyst Rules. I'm with her on this one, man. This is motherfucking programming, man. Look at this shit. This is a pizza shop. Someone actually got a pizza. This was sent to me. And if you look at the pizza has the all-seeing eye in the middle of it with the hands open. Got the 7 and the 4. Look at the circle and the triangle right there, the 360 degrees. Spring water dough. Ain't this some shit right here? Yo, I'm telling you, man, they making moves out here, y'all. They making some hell of a moves, man, only because people are not woke the fuck up. And yet again, there's another one with the damn skunk with a piece of pizza eating the pizza. Right, got the eye on the pizza. That right there let me know they got the eye on little kids. You feel what I'm saying? So anything having to do with a unicorn, any representation whatsoever with any of this pedophilia ass shit, trust me, family. Trust me, it has to be scrutinized. Shout out to my sister Losha for chiming in. And as you can see right here, this is in fact Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's daughter. Look at her t-shirt. Shout out to Losha again, because I didn't even notice that. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. Got the little girl out here wearing the damn panda brands. Oh my gosh, man. You see how serious that this thing got now? See, they're putting this stuff right in front of our faces because the majority of us are not woke, okay? We woke to everything except for the real shit. That's why I have to come in here and keep on presenting this shit on the live streams, man. This shit gonna have to soak the fuck in, you feel me? And I actually made a post on Instagram today, where I was showing, a little bit of this shit, like, asking people like, what's going on with this t-shirt? Like, what's going on with this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is this? And when we're not paying attention, hey, look at here. This right here makes our children vulnerable and prone to not only being abducted, but it actually makes our children prone to pedophilian-like ways. We don't know who's watching our children when we're in department stores. We don't know who could be plotting against our family. That's why it's great for us to spread and pass on the information about these pandas, about these pieces, and what this shit actually means. And y'all already know, man, I'm going to be dropping the link in a minute, man. I still got a little bit more on my presentation to show y'all. So y'all to the good right now. Yeah, all y'all to the good. I know y'all want to speak on it, and I'm most definitely going to let y'all speak on it too. I just want to make sure that I get all of these receipts out before that we go any further, because there is some other crazy shit that's going on that I done caught, and it's coming from the motherfucking Bigo. Right. I didn't even know about the shit with what's the brother name? MC Shaky. And I think MC Shaky is a funny ass fucking dude, man. That motherfucker be going in. Shaky be blanking on motherfuckers at this bitch. I actually had someone send me a video today. The person that I posted on Instagram, whose name is Jaguar or something like that. The Jaguar person. They say that the Jaguar person is, has inappropriately touched some child. Say MC Shaky put that motherfucker on blast. So I'm definitely gonna have to get into that shit right there. Say Shaky put his ass on blast. That's how we supposed to put the motherfucking pedophiles on blast, man. We don't supposed to let y'all ass live out this bitch, you feel me? Everybody should know what the fuck that y'all doing out here. No, not Jaguar right. No, not Jaguar right. Jaguar is like some, I don't know what you call it, but I know that it's a guy, but it's dressing like a girl. I'm gonna call Jaguar a trans. I'm just gonna say cross dresser. I'll leave it at that. I think that's most befitting. It's a cross dresser. That's all I'm gonna say about that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to get it all that shit right there because that shit get too motherfucking confused to even explain I'm this motherfucker. But yeah, and we'll go back to the Jim Jank with the Jim Jank, and I'm gonna show you guys, you know what I'm saying, what the hell was going on with Babaji while he was on the Bigo Jim Jank, because he been making moves on Bigo. He been doing a whole lot of manipulation on Bigo. And you remember the trans I was telling you about, the Bay Sade? Yeah, the Bay Sade girl. Yeah, he was on Bigo, like basically trying to recruit women, trying to recruit Bay Sade, the same person I began to live stream with that I showed you. I sent the inbox asking, what was going on with the affiliation with the cult leader. Because just like every good reporter, every great reporter, you have to make sure that you get the entire story. Okay, family? I made an attempt to do so. They declined. So fuck it. It is what the fuck that it is. Let's go. Babaji bingo fuck shit. Let's go, man.
Watch out. It's looking like straight murder. Oh, damn. Yo, that. I was playing. I was like, yeah, girl, you don't fall like that in this little ass bath. This is an RV, bitch. this ain't no Airbnb. This is an RV.
RV. So Babaji and them was in the RV, huh? Hi, damn.
How's it? Right? Because I want you to win, girl. That's how you feel? Cool. So let's go. Put them right here in the toilet tissue. I'm spitting y'all in the toilet tissue.
What?
For real? She's not for real.
Tell me if this ain't some dumbass kitty shit. This Bigo shit dumber than a motherfucker, man. That's why I say like motherfuckers like literally be bored as fuck when they be on Bigo any damn way. See, that's why he took his motherfucking ass over there because he ain't got no responsibilities, no fucking job to go to. Like this motherfucker is like the worst, y'all. I'm telling you. But to prove what I was telling you about the Bay Sade chick, because the Bay Sade chick was up in there too, as well as a few of the dumbass Carbonation members. I hope the Kulu is still over here because the Kulu, you remember when you was talking about people that actually follow Carbonation but don't have Immortal on their name? Now that funny ass, charcoal ass looking dude and shit, he on this motherfucker too. I don't see what the number is, but that is the charcoal dude that be, you know what I'm saying, following Carbonation. He don't really say too much, but his black ass, you know what I'm saying, is definitely a supporter of Carbonation, okay? The dude right there with the circle that was just on there.
Sexy, you be hot out there.
Out country.
Oh, you in that fucking beer.
That dude feminine as hell.
I'm coming to get y'all. I'm gonna bring y'all back to the jungle when I go back to the jungle.
Back to the jungle.
Y'all go to the jungle with me. I'm in Carbonation in this bitch. I done joined Carbonation. That's the most bucket list shit. Like, I'm gonna go out there with Chiba. Be on the 12 o'clock news. Bolt leader. You living your best life fucking with me. Spontaneous though. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna be having fun. I'll tell you that. Motherfucker be. You're gonna have fun though. Motherfuckers leave here, I'll be like, did you die?
This is some real weirdo ass shit.
It's fun though.
Now I got a live stream too where True Punk ass was on there too. True be on the motherfucking Bigo.
Bad shit. You got a lot of fun. That's what it is.
This is what he be doing. That's what he be doing. Now, Think about it. All of that shit that he was saying about the knowledge and shit like that or whatever. Like you don't see no knowledge. You don't see no knowledge being dropped over this motherfucker. Hold on. Let me get to the Bay Sade girl. Cause the Bay Sade dude, it's not a damn girl, but the Bay Sade dude actually makes a appearance on here. And you can see what the engagement is with Babaji and the Bay Sade. Okay. Weird as hell if you ask me, but it is what it is though, man. Like I say, we're gonna make this shit make sense one way or another.
I don't even brush my teeth. He be getting up, washing my face, brushing my teeth.
He don't even brush his teeth. Say he don't brush his teeth, y'all.
For real. Son of God. Come on up. Come on up, dog.
See Bay Sade right there, right?
Come up, son. I don't be want to follow people till I talk to them and get to know them. I woke up in the bed with these women. Oh, look who tried to creep up in my big old bed. Look at this. Hold on. Look who in the bed, baby. Look who in the bed. Yeah, you wasn't here for the sleepover. Oh, you trying to hop in the middle of in the AM?
God damn.
Don't play with me. Good morning, everyone.
I appreciate that, Black Nefertiti.
No.
Grand Rising. Peace, God.
Yeah. We say a tomb.
Okay, we can say that as well. Tomb, hi.
No. That's all we say.
Okay.
Listen to Bay Sade.
Tomb. Sade, a tomb.
A
See?
tomb is the name of the first being.
Listen.
Right. See, this is why I fuck with you. No, for real. This is why I really like you. That was really intelligent of you. Who was a hermaphrodite, by the way?
Yeah, who was a hermaphrodite? She spliced the pieces. That's where they get Adam from. They like switched it around because she spliced a piece of herself to create both sexes, and that's where they got the whole ideology of Adam taking his rib to create Eve.
Fucking, I'm in love with this woman right here. Yo, you are fucking dope. Yo, I was about to fucking be mad at you just now. You just flipped that whole shit into me just being. Wish J butter on my shirt, baby. I gotta smell it. Okay. Hey, fucking up my whole shirt. Hey, go ahead, keep spitting that knowledge. Go ahead. No. Keep spitting that knowledge. You just turn me on. My shit get hard. Go ahead.
Damn. Wow.
You giving me more than wood.
The same way that you can splice a plant and take a piece of that and repot it, and the plant can grow just from a splice. It's basically the same way that Atune did it. But a lot of people are not really aware of it or even acknowledge it. That's that cognitive dissonance that, I'm always talking about. But, from my perspective, all the sexes came from hermaphrodites and came from androgynous motherfucking individuals.
Wow.
Because, biological theory is a modern thing. It's something from the 1900s. Prior to that, there were so many different ideologies as it relates to gender constructs and to different ideologies as it relates to gender roles and sex itself. So it's just very interesting because on one hand, from a biological perspective, we do know, X and Y chromosomes, 28 on each side, and then your sex decided at some point through that 9-month growth.
No, it's not 28. It's 23.
But,
23 chromosomes.
They acknowledge that female, but
wrong.
For whatever reason,
Wrong.
can't acknowledge that evolution took a place in history to create the splicing that Atune did. So it's quite interesting to me. I revere myself as a god, and I revere myself as being everything because of that fact. And a lot of people don't really acknowledge nor understand it, but it doesn't take away the validity.
Yo, this is why I'm in love with you, because you really are intelligent. Now, I actually teach that. That's what I teach.
Oh, for real?
This is why we say a tomb, because the tomb.
Queen P.
Right?
Queen P, you peeped that, right?
because the tomb
Didn't even know how many chromosomes that it actually take them. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
represents.
So just think about it. Every time when people come up in Nature Boy live stream and when they're saying a tune, what they're doing is they're giving energy. They're giving energy to that motherfucking hermaphrodite. That's what the fuck that they doing. Now y'all see why I don't be so quick to be jumping on these fucking bandwagons like when y'all be following these fraud ass conscious motherfuckers that just be saying shit all the fucking time. Whenever you say that attuned shit, that's what the fuck you doing. You giving energy to that manifestation of that considered God, deity, or entity. Okay, watch yourself because words have power. There's a manifestation within every word. I told you guys the other day, as a man thinketh, so it is. As a man speaks on a thing, he can speak things into existence. Acknowledge that. Don't just be running around saying shit that you don't know what the fuck that it means, okay? Because that's the same shit that'll be so controlling like your whole state of being. That shit'll fuck your damn psyche up. You'll start wondering why your ass be wanting to watch that Big Bang Theory. You feel me? Watching Shelton with his gay ass. Your ass will be watching all type of gay ass shit if you sitting around talking about and all that dumb ass shit. Okay? Make sure that you are on point. Okay? That's right. Your family, your children, people that rock with you, that may even think that they done found some level of consciousness or being awoke, do not fall victim to this shit right here. Of course, you see that the agenda is being passed right now, y'all. That's why I keep telling y'all Babaji is by design. Let's go, man.
Yo, this is why I'm in love with you, because you really are intelligent. Now, I actually teach that. That's what I teach.
Oh, for real?
Right. This is why we say a tomb, because the tomb
Say,
is light,
say,
right?
say.
And so we say a tomb because the tomb represents the light that
The light.
we say new at night.
Mm-hmm.
New represents the night. That means the primordial darkness, the quantum fields of infinite possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So at night we say new, so which means travel well into the darkness. And then in the rising we say a tomb, meaning welcome back to the light, because the tomb is actually thought. You see what I'm saying? So thought itself into existence. So we thought ourselves into this place, so we recognize that we're saying welcome back to the light, a tomb. So we honor a tomb. But a tomb is, we've always taught that we come from hermaphrodite. This is what I teach. This is what I'm hated for. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I perceive myself and individuals like myself as divine. And the word and the history, let me say it a different way. I find it quite interesting that we as Black people, even if we are on a lower frequency and don't understand history as a whole, Black people generally understand that our history as people of color has been exonerated in part. There's not a whole lot of history of us as kings and queens and empresses because, you know, Western civilization has kind of like eradicated that. However, it doesn't take away the validity of the situation because, again, I consider it divine, but even as far as the Bible is concerned, it's so interesting how words have been twisted to fit into
Hold on for 1 second. Hold on.
Colonizers' ideologies to this nation because they refer to us as eunuchs.
As a unit.
In the Bible. And they've obscured so many different facts about us because in the Bible, according to modern day Christianity.
Hold on, I'm gonna get it right. I'm in another screen right now.
We were revered as divine individuals who God entrusted to protect the women because he knew that we didn't want to have sex with them. But
what the fuck?
It was delivered in the Bible as if they were castrated and they were put in that position as a consequence.
Yep.
As a consequence, when in fact they were revered as divine spirits. They're revered as divine.
Oh my God.
That almost be like the alpha tribe of the women.
Wow. You sound like me. It's fucking crazy. Do y'all hear this?
Yeah, we hear.
That follows me. Can you hear this lady?
Yeah.
Lady. What lady?
Who teaches this?
What damn lady?
Nobody.
I do, nigga. What you mean nobody? I do.
Besides you, just you. There ain't nobody else.
That's crazy.
Like verbatim, you know?
Verbatim. Like, but I said that they were called oracles and they were called two-spirited beings, and that we honored them, and they usually gave us advice from the spirit, they're gatekeepers. That's what they're called, the gatekeepers.
Right.
Yeah, they're called the gatekeepers. Yeah.
It's so interesting that you just mentioned two-spirited, because I'm actually half Native American. My tribe is Redfoot Chippewa. I was born on the Native American reservation.
Here we go.
In Mount Pleasant, Michigan.
Oh my God. Here we go with this shit.
So my grandmother and great grandmother are all Native American.
Oh my God.
Indigenous roots.
Oh my God.
I have history, from my great grandmother.
Oh no. Oh God. Let's tune your ass out with that bullshit right there. Get your ass up off there. Hell no. I keep telling y'all about this damn recruitment process, man. This all that motherfucker doing, man. He ain't doing it but recruit motherfuckers. Period, motherfucking point blank, man. Now he got this motherfucker on here with all this nip tuck ass shit. And we already know this nigga is a nip tuck any motherfucking way. We going back to his ass anyway. We don't say her over this motherfucker because it's not a her. That is a he. Damien. What the fuck? You see how weird this shit is? Now this motherfucker gonna try to throw some indigenous shit up in there. See, that's why you have to subscribe to channels like Peanut Nola 504. He always talking about, being indigenous and on how important it is to understand, who you are as opposed to who they said that you were. Because if not, then you will be fucked up like Cuz right here with this dumb shit. Now, this is Cuz. This is Bay Sade right here. That's Bay Sade when Bay Sade went up under the knife, as you can clearly see the marks and stuff that's on his face. You know how they use the Sharpie and shit before they start cutting all up in you and shit. And then this would be the complete transformation, as I showed you guys just the other day. This little dude right here. So like I say, Babaji is cool with this dude right here. You feel me, Moni, in the middle? And now they're over there talking about all this mythological ass shit. Right. I'm like, dude, come on, man. Just stop this shit, man. Just keep it real, man. Yeah, man. Hey, look at here, Bam Incorporated. This is it right here. This is the guy that Babaji calls a woman. The guy, Babaji is professing to love this guy right here, but he's calling this guy a girl. This is the weirdest shit that I have seen in quite some motherfucking time right here. Family, please pay attention, man. They are after our sexuality. They're after our children. This is elite generated. That's why you have Illuminati puppets that are out here on social media that continue to pump this message in our communities. This is why our children have become confused. Young adults actually see no wrong in this type of behavior. And it's actually just done went crazy out here on social media right now, especially when you got guys, you feel me, like this motherfucker right here. Like, what the fuck? Hold on, man. I got to show y'all Peanut's page, man. Peanut is on Instagram too, man. I want y'all to subscribe to Peanut Nola 504. It's the exact same name on YouTube as well. He has a YouTube channel too, but go over and follow this guy right here. This is Peanut Nola, okay? If you want to know anything about being indigenous, what so fucking ever, go listen to this man right here, okay? Look at his name, y'all. Everybody that's in the chat, his name is Peanut Nola 504, okay? Go talk to him. Do not listen to that damn transgender talking about being indigenous. That is the fakest shit that I done fucking heard. You see his page, right? You see all this stuff that's on his page. This is all that he talk about, because he want everybody to be empowered. He want everybody to know what their fucking true lineage is. If in fact you do acknowledge being indigenous, You see all this fucking information on here. Why would you listen to a motherfucker like Nature Boy talking about this dumbass shit that he be talking about? You see his page? You see all of the information that he got on here? This brother right here be working hard. He's a truck driver, 18-wheeler truck driver. And when he's not driving trucks, he put all of his energy into doing live streams and breaking down, you know, being indigenous. Okay. That's my word, man. This brother right here, I got a lot of respect for him, man. He go hard, you know, for the Aborigine. You hear me? And that's him right here, pictured to the left with the blue on. Of course, there's several photos of the brother. You know, he always with them New Orleans, Louisiana dishes. Y'all make sure that y'all subscribe to this brother right here, man. Peanut Nola 504. When motherfuckers be calling Nature Boy Chief, this is my chief right here. Okay? That's right. Peanut Nola. And like I say before, I listen to anybody talking about anything that got to do with anything that's fucking indigenous, I will listen to him. If I got any questions about any of the shit, I'm going to him whatsoever. And I'm not saying shit to call it, you know, to be disrespectful. You know, that's just the way that I talk. But yeah, man, y'all most definitely check out that brother right there, man. He be putting in work. And like I say, if you're interested in that information, definitely subscribe to him. Yeah, that's Peanut. That's Peanut Nola 504, man. That's the chief, man. That's the real chief right there. Oh, and I got to show you something as well while we up in here on the reporting. Okay, guys? You're not going to believe this, but you know how fashion is. You know how guys are with fashion and whatnot. Women as well. I got a brother. Somebody sent me this video earlier. I forgot exactly who it was, but I put it in my files. And surprisingly, in this video, despite being incarcerated, we got some brothers that's incarcerated that's making clothes, y'all. You ain't gonna believe this shit right here. Look at this shit, man. We don't deal with them interruptions over here. That ain't nothing but somebody that either follow that motherfucking transgender or Nature Boy gay ass. We don't give a fuck about you coming over here leaving them weak ass motherfucking comments. If your ass wasn't tuned the fuck in, then you wouldn't be over here hating like a motherfucker. You feel me? Yeah, so shout out to all of our haters that we do get that come through. We know y'all weak motherfuckers be bored as fuck and y'all be wanting to tune into the Livest Network. You good though. Yeah, you good. We ain't tripping on you and shit, but you just would not be typing up in this fucking chat, okay? That's right. So take about 100 goddamn steps back or whatever, man. Fall back off of the Make It Make Sense Network, man. That's what we do. Yeah, we all about the information over here. You probably watch one of them channels where they be on that bullshit. We don't do that bullshit over here. Now, let me show y'all something else. And this is for all of the sisters that have children. Do not get this book right here. You see this book? This book is called The Secret Pizza Party. Ain't this some shit? Now look at this shit, man. The Secret Pizza Party.
Pizza Party by Adam Rubin. And I'm going to show you how it doesn't make a lot of sense in regards to actual pizza and children. But once you realize that pizza is code and that you'll see that this is a pedophile grooming book. And just to also note that when Pizzagate first broke, we all started, a lot of people, including myself, we were exposing this book. And my link to one of the original readings of it, they actually deleted it because they were aware that we figured it out and were exposing it. So, poor raccoon, all he wants in life is some pizza.
Hot damn.
If only he knew how to ask politely. Ah, pizza, so beautiful, you could hang it on the wall of a museum. And again, I've pointed it out many times how they hide a lot of their sick things, you know, under the guise of art. And it's just kind of strange as pizza. So convenient, you could eat it in the bathtub.
See there? Eat it in the bathtub.
Of course, the
That's
best
nasty.
part about pizza is the gooey cheesiness,
Oh
salty
my God.
pepperoniness, sweet tomato-ness, and crispity crunchity crust. Yum. Sorry, raccoon, I didn't mean to rub it in. Hey, cheer up. I just had a great idea. Let's throw a pizza party at your house tonight.
Let me interject.
Shh.
Now, when you hear when they state that about how cheesy and gooey that the cheese is, I want you to understand that they're saying how gooey and how sticky that semen is, okay? Now I'm gonna wind it back and I'm gonna let you hear this because we're gonna break down this motherfucking code over here. I don't want nobody to be shook about this shit right here. So we go back a little bit and I want you to hear the way that it's stated. Just like once that you go to court, you know how words in court are not the words that you usually use, but they do have a different meaning. Like we identify with black as being the color black, but in Black's Law Dictionary, black means something totally different than the way that we use the word black. Now listen to the way that they're explaining about this cheese, y'all.
Of course, the best part about pizza is the gooey cheesiness,
See?
salty pepperoniness, sweet
Salty,
tomatoiness,
salty,
crunchy crust.
salty,
Yum.
salty, salty, salty. Okay. All right now. Think about it now. Salty. That's right.
Sorry, Raccoon. I didn't mean to rub it in. Hey, cheer up. I just had a great idea. Let's throw a pizza party at your house tonight. Shh. Don't tell anyone. This will be a secret pizza party.
See?
You know,
See that?
secret. That's so weird.
Secret sex. Secret sex. Now just think now if some stranger, you know, who a child has seen before, but is not really acquainted with, if that person was telling the child, hey, let's go have a secret pizza party. Think about what that secret would be and what type of party that would be for an adult. Okay, let's go, man.
I know what you're thinking. Why would we keep such a delicious, delicious party a secret? Okay, sure. It's so folks don't show up to bonk you with brooms. But that's not the only reason. When you make something secret, you make it special. Regular handshake? Boring. Secret handshake? Booyah. Of course, it's silly to teach a child to try to make that something is better when it's a secret, but clearly pedophiles do it all the time. Regular staircase, tiring. Secret staircase, terrific.
See that?
Now,
See that?
this is a book about
See
pizza
that?
for children. What in the...
See the secret staircase? And I'm with that sister right there that's talking. What the hell? Why would the hell in a book would they want a child to be going somewhere underground up in some damn secret pizza party? You see what's going on?
World is a secret staircase in here. Now, listen to some of the survivors of satanic ritual abuse, and they actually will tell you in their testimonies that the elite, because they were almost always part of an elite abuse, they would talk about them having these secret.
Well, the reason why, Michelle, in circle, why I'm not reporting this, because I am a reporter. This is my channel. This is YouTube. This is what I do. I cover a series of different topics during my live streams. I don't just always talk about the cult leader. So I'm doing my job. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can't speak for nobody else. Like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be opening your eyes up to shit that's going on that you may just not be paying attention to. Okay. Yeah, you know, I ain't the best or no shit like that or whatever, but hey, I do a little something with the something. You feel where I'm coming from? And shout out to my brother from another brother, Mr. Fitmatic. Y'all make sure y'all follow Fitmatic. Fitmatic dropped a motherfucking mega atomic bomb today. Pope Francis said that COVID vaccine would now be required to enter heaven. You hear this motherfucking shit? Vatican Pope Francis said today that God has informed him of a new requirement to enter heaven. Everyone must now receive the COVID-19 shot. You see this shit? Oh my God, man. What? Now this is blasphemous right here. This is true blasphemy right here. Now they're using the Pope in order to carry out their narrative. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, man, we got to stay woke over this motherfucker. Boy, they doing too much out here, man. They is doing too much, man. If you think that these people are not working, man, I don't know what the hell to tell you, man. I don't know what the hell to tell you. Like, this is getting weirder by the second. Every day I'm seeing stuff. Wild as fuck. And I also got to show you as well, you know what I'm saying, about this dude that was supposed to go live. I haven't found the video yet. If anybody does have the video, I want you guys to send the video over to me. I was blown away by this shit right here. I'm pretty sure that you guys will be blown away as well. But yeah, we at the point now where people are going live. Okay, motherfuckers going live. This dude Boris Johnson was supposed to be going live to receive the new COVID vaccine on live TV, a broadcast. Do y'all see this shit? You see this propaganda that's going on? You see how they're trying to put this out to mainstream media? You see how they're making an attempt to persuade and manipulate people to go get a COVID-19 shot? Do not be fooled by any of this trickery, any of this sorcery, any of this forcing of the hand right now that they're doing, because we got some real wicked people that's out here, y'all. Some real wicked people that's out here, y'all. Do not listen, man. Do not get caught up in this crazy ass shit. And I think I do have a video too of the transgender that Nature Boy was showing that he want to get with and stuff and all of that. You know, we got to throw that shit up in here too. But yeah, this is the transgender that everybody kept trying to tell me what his name was the other damn day. I actually was able to track down a damn video of the transgender. So this is the transgender right here that Nature Boy was wanting to get with, Cherry Boom or some shit like that. This shit crazy, boy. It's crazy, man.
I don't give a fuck. I didn't see her. And honestly, I wasn't trying to see her. And you know why I wasn't trying to see her? Because I hate when I just hate when trans girls be like, oh, I'm trans too. Sis, you are more than trans. Like, girl, I just don't see me on another trans girl's come on a live telling everybody my motherfucking tea. Girl, you are more than that. Like, girl, you are more than that. That may be something that we have in common, but girl, you are more than that. Stop feeling like you have to tell everybody, Naya talking about some. Naya, shut up, bitch. Didn't nobody ask you if she needed my help with something? She would be in my inbox. What are you talking about? I hate that. Like, I hate when girls, if it's not about getting your coin, I hate when girls be like, oh, my name is TS such and such. No, it's not. Your name is just Jessica, or your name is Candace. You are more than that. Like, that's just like a biological woman on somebody else, on another cisgender woman's live. And she's like, oh, I'm a female too.
Okay, that's enough for that shit, because I don't want to sit there and listen to this motherfucker all night. And straight the fuck up. Like I say, that's I guess the transgender. You know, everybody was telling me about the transgender that Babaji like and stuff or whatever. I think all this shit is weird as hell, y'all. This shit is weirder than a song bitch out here, man. But this is what they're doing, man. This is what they're putting out here for the community. You know, like, what the fuck is this shit? Oh, no. Yo, man, they is taking the internet by storm out here, y'all. I can't believe it, man. We cannot allow for this type of behavior to become a normalcy, not only for us, but for our children. We got to think about the children who will wind up watching this stuff, the children that will be influenced by this type of behavior. You know, I don't see anything that's cool about any of this stuff, man. I think it's weird as a motherfucker. Yeah, I do think that this shit is weird. And then, like I say, man, for the people who are fanatics within this community, I don't have no beef with you and shit like that or whatever. But the shit that's connected with the cult leader for the purpose of this live stream, your ass got added up in there. So if your ass don't want to be in the news, don't keep doing that dumbass shit, okay? Right. Don't keep doing this stuff out here. Stop putting this out here. That's right, for everybody to fucking see, and then get mad when we over here talking about your ass, okay? Because like I say, when it comes to Booty Bati Boy, the cult leader has been in the most funny bunny as shit for quite some time. And when he first appeared, you know, in the video with this guy right here, this is from the gay Nubian stripper video. This is crazy as hell. And I heard somebody mention that too, Charlie Rose, about it appearing on your application now. I'm starting to think that even on the driver license, they may even take it to that level, you know, to give the trans community somewhat of an empowerment by them having, you know, their gender identity labeled on a driver's license. You see now how they're making the attempt to make this normal throughout our communities. I'm telling y'all, man, you gotta stay woke, man. You gotta stay woke, man. That's why I had to come over here, man, and run through this stuff. And this is just a quick rundown with the rundown because I ain't been doing the updates with the updates lately. So I got y'all, man. It's nothing. But yeah, man, a lot of strange activity, a lot of strange shit that's going on. Too damn much to talk about. I will be dropping the link momentarily. So you guys go ahead and get ready. Whoever want to speak on any of this stuff. I got a couple more that I got to show that I want to present to y'all. I don't want to leave out anything. Yeah, I don't want to leave out anything. And like I say, for the people that's in, you know what I'm saying, in that area, I just want to let you guys know about Chicago because I hear a lot of people like you guys are real great when it comes time to mentioning Chicago, like when you want some clout and shit, but y'all motherfuckers need to be talking about this. This ain't no normal shit. This ain't no motherfucking cool shit. I feel like a lot of you motherfuckers is whole life dickheads out this bitch, okay? That's right. Because if you think that this is cool, Chicago done neared 700 homicides in 2020. That's 700 people that were killed, not died from natural causes, but 700 people are killed by incited and heightened gang violence. This is not cool, y'all. It's not cool at all, man. Like it's fucked up. Yeah, man, this shit ain't right, lady. Like I don't find shit cool about this shit. I don't have no beef with Chicago or people from Chicago. I just think it's some fuck shit how y'all continuously at this motherfucker trying to make it seem like it's cool because y'all killing motherfuckers all day, man. That's why we fucked up now out here, man. That's why we fucked up now. And then all y'all motherfuckers be running around with this shit because y'all celebrities and shit wanting to talk about Chicago and all this shit or whatever. Y'all motherfuckers need to be talking about how out of control that gun violence is, man. Got all these fucking entertainers and actresses. Y'all motherfuckers will jump in and chime in whenever the fuck that is benefiting your ass, but you don't want to talk about the real shit, man. Stop glorifying the fuck shit, okay? Stop glorifying the fuck shit out here, man. We got to do better as a community. We got to do better as a nation of people. We got to do better as parents. We got to do better all to fucking gather. We can't just be at this motherfucker, right, looking for accolades and shit. Yeah, because of people in our city, neighborhood, or hood spot, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is out here killing motherfuckers. Wait a minute. I got another video as well that I want to show you guys in reference to these COVID-19 numbers. Let me go ahead and then fix that up as well. Yeah, I want you guys to be able to see this because this is weird to me. This is very fucking weird, y'all. They doing any and everything out here right now, y'all. That's right. They putting out fake numbers and shit. Yeah, they out here trying to scare motherfuckers and shit, man. Like I say, I'm not doubting that people are dying from something, but I definitely don't think they dying from no motherfucking COVID-19 because the fucking coronavirus terminology was in Webster's dictionary in fucking 1968. You ain't gonna motherfucking tell me that Warren Buffett with his rich ass, motherfuckers like Mark Cuban, Mark Zuckerberg, and all them other bitch ass niggas, you ain't about to sit up here and tell me that they hadn't paid for a cure and the shit done been out since 1968, y'all. Let's go, man. We not playing over here, man. That's right. This is a woke channel. We talk about the cult leader and the fuck shit associated with the cult leader. Yeah, we talk about all that shit. But at the same motherfucking time, I want you to know that this shit right here is fucking real, man. Hold on. Don't glitch up on my video. See, that's how I know when I done start doing too motherfucking much, when they start glitching out my shit. Hold on. They don't want y'all to get this information. I get it. I understand. See, they will allow for these other channels to sit out here and be on that bullshit all motherfucking day. But then when it come down to the information, they'll try to screen my shit. But it is what it is. Hold on, guys. I got y'all, man. I'm about to drop the link momentarily. I'm gonna make sure I don't have anything else that's up in. Oh, there it is right there. Now, for the haircut that TKO Capone has, I see now that this is in fact a popular haircut. I thought by him coming out here and showing us that, you know, he had his haircut like this, that, you know, like he was the only person, but no. But no, as you can see right here, as you can see right here, that this is somewhat of a trend now. So people are getting this type of haircut. I don't know if this represents the drip or not. You know, I'm guessing that's exactly what it is. I don't know who came up with this shit or why they're doing it. My son will not be getting no motherfucking drip shit on his head, okay? That is not happening. And even if he acts some shit like that, I'm gonna smack his ass to sleep on some Busta Rhymes shit, okay? Yeah, nah, we're not doing that. And like I say, when people are out here and they're rushing and they're trying to assume these roles throughout whatever has been popularized as being cool. Listen, fam, you guys have to be paying a fucking attention. It's a lot of stuff that's going to slip past us as parents. But while we're seeing certain stuff on the live streams, I do strongly recommend and advise that you do pass this on to your siblings, to your children, to anybody that you think would fall, you know what I'm saying, victim to this shit right here, because they working hard right now, y'all. They working hard. And like I say, when I add y'all up on this panel, I'm not saying shit. That's why I'm trying to present all of this information right now. I got a couple more to go and I'm going to be out the way. I'll be out y'all way, okay? And then we can get to talking and stuff, okay? Right, because you know I love to hear what you guys think about any and all of this fuck shit that's going on. Now, I made mention just the other day about a video that I seen. We've been talking about Pizzagate. We've been talking about the elite. Of course, we've been talking about pedophilia and everything that has something to do with that, okay? So now I'm going to show you what I was talking about when Aurelia was on the panel the other day. I want you to see this. I'm not even going to give commentary on it. I just want you to see this and y'all will see what the hell is going on. Strange motherfucking fruit, if you ask me, y'all. This is the strangest thus far. Let's go, man. All right, let me go ahead and then drop the link. You already know, man. We're going ahead and then get it in with the get it in. Like I say, I done shared enough information. I'm sure you guys got a lot to talk about now. Here we go. The link is in the chat. What you El Madero, you exactly right. These are whole live satanic ritualistic impressions that they're making an attempt to leave on our children. You're exactly right. Pizza Gate. Of course, we know what the pizza is a representation of. All right, let's go ahead and then get it in, family.
Hello?
Okay, peace. What's good?
Hi, can you hear me all right?
Don't ever ask if I can hear you. Whenever that you click in and you can hear me talk, I can hear you. Everybody can hear you, okay?
I'm not sure that I can hear
Everybody can hear you. Everybody can hear you.
Okay, so I wanted to talk about what the clip you just showed. Hi everyone, by the way. Sorry, I'm a bit all over the place. So the video you just showed, it's actually a sign whether it can be a few things. So it can be someone that's just totally out of their face doing some madness, which is quite unlikely. But you got to understand we're living in an age where there's a lot of CCTV, and given the fact that the communication via email using normal words has been taken away from them, by doing that, you could basically just be showing that through CCTV there's a target in that area. So everyone will be distracted by this odd behavior, which is natural because that is odd behavior. But really and truly, there will be somebody in that area going missing. Hello?
Hey, everybody.
I can't really hear you guys, you know.
You can't hear me?
I'm going to leave and come back in.
All right. Hey, LaShawn, you can talk before me. I haven't seen you on the panel before. How you doing?
That's hold on. Before we go any further, hold on for 1 second. Hold on for 1 second. We're gonna establish a new rule over here, okay? When anybody come on this panel, don't ask can anybody hear you, okay? We all can hear you. If anybody can't be heard, we're gonna say we can't hear you, okay? Because it's kind of taken away from the live stream every 5 minutes when everybody asking, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? We all can hear you, okay? So let's go ahead and get it in. What's up, LaShawn? What's going on, Miss Meat?
Hey. Your sound is messed up. Your sound is messed up. So I need you to get into one spot, like away from most metals you can, and like stay right there. So drop off and come right back and get in one spot. Like closer to the box. Closer to the box.
Miss Me, kind of explain to the people about the apps and how everything has to be closed out. You know what I'm saying? And why people can't be looking at YouTube and shit while that they're on here. You can look at the YouTube, but you can't have the YouTube volume up. Okay, y'all? You can go ahead and break it down for Miss Me.
Okay. So first, I explained yesterday too. I'm gonna add this first. Whether y'all know it or not, your new phone updates, whether you have an Android or iPhone, it affects StreamYards. So you have to update your phone if you want to hit the panel. Second, just close out everything but StreamYards. You really don't have to look at YouTube because you can still see the comments on StreamYard. That'll make this go easier. No one wants to hear him like, oh my God, we can't hear him, because personally, I would click off somebody's YouTube if sound is messed up. So make sure y'all close every app on your phone or on your computer or tablet before you come up. It just makes the live go better, y'all. But anyway, when I seen them, listen, I never liked Tarjay. Tarjay ain't my thing.
This on you. You can go ahead and speak because I got to fix my food while I'm listening to you. If anybody else want to be added, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. I'm going to try to wait for 2 minutes because I got to eat. I'm hungry as a motherfucker. So I'm trying to add y'all up in here if y'all want to talk.
Right.
So let's go. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Let's go ahead and get it in now. I'm going to drop the link. I can have 10 people up here. You feel me? I don't have to be up here. 10 people can be up here. I'm dropping the link now. If anybody want to talk, come on now before I start fixing my damn food because I'm hungry. All right, y'all? You know I love y'all, but we gotta get it in now. Shit.
We gotta eat now. That was earlier when you were doing your live stream. I was out to lunch. I was like, no, I'm enjoying this food. I'm not getting up there right now. But yes, make sure y'all don't have to look at YouTube if you come up here. Just close everything out. Like as soon as you click on StreamYard and it comes up, go back to your other apps, close out everything else. Come back to the StreamYard. If you don't want the cam on, hit the cam, but make sure your mic is on. And how you test your mic is to talk in that little green line and start jumping. Hey, Giselle. But what I wanted to say was, how you doing?
I'm blessed.
So what I want to say, you good. When I say, I've never liked Target. I never liked Target. I went, before I retired, my office was, that was the only thing by my office. So when I would need to go get something quick, I was like, damn, I gotta go to Target. But it was just something that creeped me out about it, just like Wayfair. I didn't know what it was, but I'd rather shop at Walmart. And I'm not trying to be funny. Than Target. Now, what makes me mad is most of the Falcon stuff is sold at Target, but I just ordered online now. I have seen tickets, so I go to the stadium and buy the stuff. But I just never felt comfortable about Target. What about you, Giselle?
You know what? I don't know what Target is, but I want to ask you all a
Target,
question.
Target,
Oh, okay.
Targets.
I don't know what. I don't. Okay, Target. I'm thought. Okay, I thought that was some foreign
Well, I
language.
call it Target. I call it Target because they bougie.
Okay.
You might buy a box of cereal for $3 and they gonna sell it for $6.95.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
Target.
What I don't buy food there, but when my mother was alive, they have like they kind of clothes. So I would just go there for that. But I want to know something is I want to know if this is just me. That Wayfair fair, I never subscribe to anything, but it comes on my phone automatically. And
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to get
Mm-hmm.
that Jip joint off my phone. It comes on. It's in the my email through my email.
Yes, it does.
It appears, and it's like you cannot get it. I've been trying to find every kind of way to get it off because I never subscribed to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's like the Wayfair. It comes, man, it's on your Instagram so hard. Like they go hard body on Instagram. Wayfair goes hard body on Instagram. And I've never ordered from there. And when World first stopped talking about it, I felt the same way. I always felt like it was creepy. Like it was a creepy website. And plus they cost too
Yeah.
much. I'm
I,
not
I,
finna no, it's like Tarjay.
I
Uh-uh.
never even went. I never even been on their website. That's why it just appeared. And ever since World been talking about what they doing, I definitely don't want no part of. I don't even want it on my phone. But it's like you can't get it off your phone.
You cannot.
Go ahead.
Nope. No,
Yeah,
you can't. You can't get it off
you
your
cannot.
mm-mm.
It's like some Illuminati stuff to me. It will not. I tried everything. I even went in and and tried to get it off the search engine. You cannot get them off. And
You can't.
serious, it's
Hey,
pissing me
Kansas.
to F it off. How
Hey,
you
Miss
doing,
Me.
sister Kansas?
Hello.
Hey,
Just there
sister
going
Kansas.
in. Go ahead. What you think, Kansas?
Man.
Now, I was listening to y'all, but I agree. I've never shopped at Target stuff. Not me personally, no. And they getting out of hand with that pedal gate. Mm.
Yeah, yep. It's to an all new level, and it's like,
Oh, they put
listen,
it in our face now. They just put it in your face now. Here you go.
yeah,
So you're gonna traffic your kids. You know why? Because y'all elected Biden is finna be even more hard body now.
that's why if
Right.
you
It shocked me
children,
when I saw it on the pizza box. I'd never seen, you know, the what is it, symbolism like on a pizza box. And I'm like, oh my goodness, and the shirts and all of that. And they are putting it right in our faces.
right in
And,
your
you
faces.
know,
This is why
mm,
you have to educate your grandchildren, your children. You have to do this stuff young. You have to sit down and explain to your children and be hard body with them. You can't be like, hey, the tooth fairy gonna put a nickel up under your pillow if your tooth come out. You can't do that stuff no more. You got to straight up and
no,
tell your children, listen, baby, this is what it is. This is why I'm telling you this. You got to be gritty with them so they will know. So when they see these signs, when they see this pizza gate, when someone come up to them and give some candy, they got to know ain't no officer friendly. Ain't nobody friendly now. This is how you got to train your children like to be a soldier, to be on point.
Right.
Because
Let me
that,
tell you. Today I got through to one of my sisters. She has the youngest kids. Shout out to her. She's watching right now on her
God,
75 inch. She ain't gonna comment because she's not with it, but she's watching right now. I got out to her. She's listening. Because remember, Giselle, I was talking about this, what was it, yesterday or the day before? And I said, won't nobody listen to me? Oh, she's listening and she's here
Yeah.
in the room right
All right.
now. So shout out to my sisters.
Shout out
Go
to
ahead.
Vic. Shout out to sister. That's it. That's all it's about. It's little steps, you know. And before you know it, it'll be more. You know, like they always say, you got if you can get to one, you can get to two. If you get to two, you can get 3 to 4. It's just a matter of time.
Right.
This
Yeah, World. I'm sorry. She said she ain't gonna comment because she be scared. Because
that's all right.
she be
That's
saying
all right.
what everybody be going through on YouTube. She just want to hear. She want to hear what we're the real knowledge. Let me tell y'all this. I've been saying for a long time. When people say, "Well, I was listening to Dusty for the knowledge," what knowledge? This dude just whole agreed with 28 chromosomes when he been preaching about 23 chromosomes because he want to go on somebody's dookie shoot. He gonna agree to 28 chromosomes. And if y'all slap the shit out of Dusty, what
You
y'all
know,
think about that?
Look how fast she's telling them he in love with him already, Miss Me. I wonder how long they
what?
really been talking.
He's smoothing it on like maple syrup, baby. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He is smoothing
And
it
he,
on. But see, just like World said, he went to that new app because he
That's
got
right.
thrown out of every other app. Everybody know him. So now he's on that app because a lot of people do not know yet. See, I'm
And
already
you know
putting it.
what? He
I'm
was
already putting it
100.
out there with the ancestors.
He,
They don't know yet.
he was
Yet they
100
don't
with
know.
that. He went to Big O because he left YouTube a long time ago because YouTube, world, I ain't even gonna even speak on the other channel holders because I ain't never seen nobody. That's why he was on the target because he has made the biggest impact on him. Nobody else on YouTube has made the
Nobody.
biggest
Nope.
impact besides
Nobody.
him and YP. Him and YP. It was the
Him and
only two
YP,
names that
him
was
and
on the
YP,
shooting target.
the only two got that shoe on that neck, got that boot, just got that boot. You know how when you learn how to drive and you put your foot down too hard, that's how they go on his neck. They on his neck
Hey,
like
Giselle,
he
he
on
was sitting.
Malia.
He,
Okay,
You're
they
right.
on his neck like that.
He was sitting on the Walmart bench today, y'all. He was sitting on the Walmart. Listen, I know Walmart benches with that little
They
brick back
bitches.
there. He was
They
sitting on
bitches
the
are made like
Walmart
that.
bench.
That
He
he
looked
was
like a
sitting
whole J.
and you know what? Look at him. He looks different. Something is going on with him. He looks
He
sick. I
broke.
don't. It's some. He look broke. He look homeless. On. He's not even in his natural element. He looks homeless. He looks like he barely making it.
Homeless and predators lurk at Walmart.
And funky.
Seriously,
And
homeless
funky.
and predators.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And so
Did he
they
look
say
like he was sitting on that Walmart bench to you, Kansas?
I'm here. Like he was at a
That's,
Walmart bench.
that's the what they
yes,
bench.
that's where he
They
He
was.
benches
did.
are made, and
He
not
did.
only that, the benches. When you sit on the bench, if you sit on one of those walls, up to one of those walls, they made like that, like Target or something like that. Because I shouldn't shop at Walmart, but he was sitting in between one of those, and now they say he on
Well,
the plane, right? He on the plane. I seen something where he made sure you see him on the plane, funking up the plane.
Well,
But I
Tarjay
was.
benches are red like their store. So you would have known if he was on the Tarjay bench. If
Right,
they
because
ain't gonna
they're
let
red. Yeah,
they wouldn't let him sit out there. They'll call the popo on him because look how he looked. Like
yeah.
he had dirt on his dreads. His lips was crusty. His
And you
face was
see
ashy.
some of his dreads, they like comment, they spread it apart. They never were like you see, well, whatever they supposed to call it. They don't know if
Well, that's
I
where
don't get
Strong Jaw pulled that plug out his head.
that.
Giselle, in the front where it's missing, that's where Strong Jaw pulled that plug out his head a long time ago. That's why he can't grow no hair right there.
Now,
The
Miss Me, yeah,
dustiness.
let's get on this bruise because I work at a hospital and I show some doctors the picture, and 2 different doctors said that was a bruise. It ain't no birthmark for you people. And if you go back and remember, didn't she get a tattoo on her butt?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was a bruise from a boot. Like Ike. You know,
And
remember
she
when Ike
pulled
hit
up,
him with that boot?
when she pulled up, she had to pull up the shirt she had on. There was no birthmark there. So I asked these 2 different doctors. They said that was a bruise. It was not accidental. They said that they couldn't really tell. They really couldn't tell without her coming in how it happened or X-ray. They said, but she needs to get to the hospital. Because she can have internal problems. Now I looked it up. Okay, they told me it's called a spinal concussion. That's what it's called. The type of bruise on her back. They said the symptoms when this happens to you, you have a sudden spinal shock, which is sudden loss of sensation or motor skills. So when it happens, you lose motor skills, like you can't speak because you in shock because they hit you so hard. And they said that it's inflicted. It's from either somebody or from something. And so, like, you know how the football players, they said that the football players and basketball players get these injuries a lot, especially football players, because you know how they tackling the other football player and they hitting it from the back. So this doctor told me that's how you get that a lot. So it's I asked him was a boot print, and one of them looked because this is where he's a genius in this. He said that because he can read if it's a footprint. He said it's not a footprint because he was trying to explain some stuff to me. He said it's not a footprint, but without an X-ray, he could really tell me. But it does not look like a footprint. He said it looks like either somebody hit her or something ran into her. That's what he's
So
like.
let me
Go ahead.
hold on, Giselle. So you showed the pictures to a doctor?
I sure did.
I ain't trying.
I'm 100 because I want to know because I know I ain't crazy because I know it's a bruise. And the white doctor told me that when these type of bruise, because you melanated, it looks different. But on a light skin, like real light or white, it shows up different. But it's a bruise. And okay, so I looked it up.
You ain't shit. You showed it to a doctor?
No, I went to the medical dictionary at work in the library on my break because I want to know. And it says inflicted away from the bone. Anything, this is what, it's not on the bone, it's on the skin of the fat. It said the bone, the face, the back, the abdomen, the arm, the butt, opposite ears, your genitals, the head, your hands, and feet. These
But wait a minute, Giselle, hold on, sis. So when you show him, when you pulled up the pictures and you said, look, what did he say?
Well, let me tell you, these are 2 different doctors that don't work in different weeks. Both of them, because I'm analytical, I read body language. They was quiet. I'm like, so one of my friends, I said, you want to know what the fuck happened to her, right? I know you do, because I don't do. Both of them was quiet. I'm like, that's bad. One of them, he's a Chinese doctor. He said, that's bad. That's bad. He said, what happened? I'm like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. And I said, okay, let me ask you, could this just be the picture? He like, no. That's no picture. I'm like, and what about on the cheek? He said, that could be one too. On her cheek right there. Because ain't no bone right there. And he said the one that's on listen, he said the one that's on her back. He said the one that's on her back is very dangerous because he said she needs to get medical attention because she can have internal problems. I sure did. I screenshot.
I'm sorry, y'all.
I screamed.
Oh my
That
God.
zip drew, and I knew I was going to do it. I ain't tell nobody, but I knew I was going to do it. And I took it to 2 different doctors that I know.
So listen. So did they ask you questions like, do you know where these women are at? Or
I said,
did
I
they
don't know
ask you
how she
questions?
would have called. I told them about the call. I showed the picture. I'm real. I showed them the pictures of Nature Boy. I told them if you got any kids or whatever, make sure they know about
You
him.
showed them 50
He
pictures?
said he the Messiah. He said he God.
I'm done.
I just
Hold on.
sure
I gotta
did.
push mute.
I sure in the hell did do it. I don't play. Because people talking about that's a bruise. I'm like, you know what? You got a bruise. Anybody, I mean, and people saying that's a birthmark. Anybody who's saying that she had a birthmark, you got a bruise. Because that's not a birthmark.
I'm getting my pump again, y'all. Keep doing this. Giselle, like, no joke. She went hard.
Listen, I wanted to know. Listen, I knew I wasn't crazy. So I wanted to go get proof from people who would know. And they said, Malia, if you watching this live, honey, you need to get to the doctor just to make sure ain't nothing internal going on with you. And that's from 2 different doctors in Harlem Hospital.
She went to 2 doctors.
Listen, they couldn't actually say what's going on because they said they need to see her, they need to examine her, and they need a x-ray. But they said from their experience, it definitely it's definitely on the serious. It's not a birthmark, and it is from it's a spinal contusion. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is, honey. And he said
that damn Giselle got a second opinion, y'all. She got a second opinion on this bullshit.
Malia, if you're listening, if you're eavesdropping, if you're ear hustling, the doctor said that when whatever he did to you or whatever the other 2 sisters did to you, you had a sudden spinal shock. That means your brain got shocked. Your brain wasn't used to that type of feeling, and you get a cold freeze, girl. Gal, you got a cold freeze. And it says with that, you had a sudden loss of your senses, and your motor skills, boy, you couldn't even say ouch when he did it. You just was open. You didn't have your motor skills was left.
She got a second opinion on that ass.
Yeah, I said just like the football players when they get tackled from the back. Yeah, you sure did. He fucked you up.
So what did he recommend? Giselle, what did they recommend you do? You show when you got your first doctor and your second opinion. What did they recommend?
The Chinese doctor, he said, you know who?
The Chinese doctor.
No, I don't know. He said that he the one that, because those Chinese doctors, they go in. He said that he said that if you know her, she needs to come to the hospital. Come hospital. X-ray. X-ray. Serious. You know how they talk, serious. Yeah, he said it's serious. And the other doctor, he said that she could have internal things going on with her. And I'm like, yeah, because look how skinny she is. Look how skinny she is. She got no meat on her. Look. And someone mentioned about those panties she had on. Didn't you see they was cut at the top? Because I know they were cut. Look, they riffle. When you take some scissors and you cut some, I believe those some stockings or something they don't cut up. You go get some stockings and shit.
Oh my God.
Because you know what, honestly, because I'm a freak, and when I had my husband, I used to cut up shit, and like when he come home, I'd be all kind of, So I take some stockings and cut up some shit and put some fruit on it and all type of shit, So I know about the cut up. So they don't want to cut up some stockings, and that's why at the top of it, it's uneven.
Hold on, sis. Hold on. They did. Like I was looking at them stockings. I was looking at them drawers. I'm like, them ain't
Those
drawers.
damn drawers. For anybody who go look at the top and you will see where you know how you cut something when you cut nylon or stockings, you know it doesn't cut even. It has like the ridges and the toe. That's how I knew. I looked at the top because it's uneven.
Me too.
And the reason why,
Me too, Giselle.
I sure did. The reason why he told her to put those on because they move to the side and they stay to the side. I'm an experience with those stockings, girl.
Those were not draws.
Those
were not draws.
Those were some stockings that they cut. And he told her to put those
and
on.
They're so skinny. Hey, Giselle, check this out. They so skinny that one leg will fit over their whole body. Like when you cut stockings,
you know what?
one leg.
The reason why he told her to put them on is because he knew he was going to do this, and he knew he had to have she had to have underwear on because he couldn't put it on the internet just with her butt and her vagina. So this is why she had to put them on. He made sure of that. And people want to know. Remember when you seen him hitting her spine like the assistant was on the panel earlier, and she said that he was trying to make her arch her back. He was trying to make her arch, but Malia is shaped like a boy. She ain't got no arch. She don't have an arch. Like Velvet got an arch. Like most women, a lot of women, we got an arch. Because you know what? Malia not attractive. Don't Malia look like a man too? Malia looks like a man. Look at her face. You know, you have some
like a little 12-year-old boy. She's like a 12-year-old boy.
But you know, you have
hey,
some
Sammy.
women
World, did you want to say something?
Hi.
Hey, Sammy, what's up, sister? You know, you
Yeah.
have some women that have a manly feature. Malia looks like a man. Malia could be a trainee herself.
That's a whole fact. I just want to put this out here. I don't want to break up the bill, but we've been live. In 2 minutes, it's going to be 2 hours. I'm looking at my phone right now, and I only got 142 likes. If we don't get motherfucking 200 likes in 20 minutes, we're going to end, and we just going to be private live. That's how I'm going to do it. I won't even be live for a couple days because y'all is playing me on these likes, and these videos need to be in the recommended suggested videos. So if it ain't like that in 20 minutes, we'll be live private. Okay, y'all?
Come on, y'all, get these likes up. Y'all
I think you're being generous with the 20 minutes. A like only takes us like a 0.2. We need to get 200 likes within the next few seconds.
Come on, y'all. Y'all know y'all want this.
He's saying 20 minutes.
Come on now.
No, he's saying 20 minutes. He being generous. It don't take the second, man. I don't care if you're in the bushes. Somebody sleep. Kansas, are you asleep?
Right now. Just do it right now.
Like it right now.
Wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Hold on a second. Kansas. Yeah, she sleeps. She's snoring.
Wake up,
Kansas.
Kansas.
Oh yeah, let's drop her off. Yeah, because she's snoring. Come on, y'all, get them likes up right now.
Yeah, come
hey,
on.
Mayo.
Y'all. Smack that like
What up?
button like you want
Hey,
to
y'all.
smack 50. Hey, brother, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing? Y'all ain't got me
blessed.
doing but over here cracking up. That's all I've been doing. I had to leave out the house to come get on this because I was laughing too loud in the house.
And I'm telling you,
They said,
man, I've been in here dying.
You know what? I don't care what nobody say. That's a boot print on her back. I don't care.
Yeah.
I think that's a boot print.
Well, Giselle went and got a doctor's opinion and a second opinion.
The doctor said,
did she?
Yeah, the doctor said the two different doctors. They said it's not a blueprint because they know how to read it. This is what they do. They said it's not a blue. Okay, my brother. Then you know they say that it's from an impact. You know how the football players when they get tackled on the back.
When you hit something and you smash them real hard.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what they call it, a spinal contusion. That's the name of it.
But Giselle, you remember he said, yeah, remember he said Efru tackled her, which we know he did. But remember he blamed it on Efru.
Efru ain't tackled that. She don't have that. She don't weigh no much. She a feather.
Yeah.
Efru ain't never had a fight in her damn life.
you know what? She's scared. She ain't gonna fight nobody. You say boo to her, and she said, okay. She ain't gonna do nothing. But what she will
off
do,
the chain. She be wild.
listen, she will take up for
Boy.
him. Let me tell you how brainwashed they are. This is just my thinking. If he murdered somebody over there, those idiots will take the blame. Those three girls, the three stooges, those are three stooges. They would take the blame.
Yep.
That's how. Yep.
But
That's how
Oh yeah, you
brainwashed
already know that.
they would take the blame.
but we know
Cause
but
they
we know
dingbat.
Afro didn't
That's
tackle
why.
shit.
Nah, she ain't tackling it. Nature Boy did that. Whatever he did to her from the back, he did that.
Well, Giselle, first of all, listen, we record like we was watching that whole night. Every time he would go live and shut it off. And he would go beat her ass, then he'll come back live, shut it off, go beat her ass, come back live, shut it off, go beat her ass. Like we seen this on live.
Yep.
We know what the fuck happened.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you see how he did when he said, "Don't touch my phone," and how he popped her hand away from him.
You see that? I was like, ooh, you gonna get your ass whooped, girl. You gonna get it. You know they say 315 outside. I'm like, ooh, you shouldn't do that. You gonna get it. He gonna get you.
Hmm
But you
That's
know when
just like my
you
mama
see.
used to say to me. That's just like my mama used to say to me back in the day. She said, "Boy, I told you, don't touch that." And what my mama do? Pop the hell out my hand.
Mm-hmm. That's why he. You know, listen. But you know what? His time is coming. His time is
Oh
coming.
yeah,
That's
it
why
is.
he's shooting for. You know how when you know it's the end and it's over and you don't want it to be
What
over,
up?
so
What
you
up?
start.
Right,
You
all
lose
right.
once you lose control, because he done lost control and he does not, he can't get back on it. He done lost control. He doesn't have control anymore, so he don't know what to do because he's so used to having control. So now he's gasping for straws and he trying to do everything. And like they say, when you nervous, that's when you you mess up. And I also, his handlers, they're tired of him because he not staying with the script. And though these handlers, when you not staying with the script, and when you bringing too much attention, not the attention that they want, they
Oh
get
yeah,
rid of
something
you.
gonna happen to him. Yep. Fact.
They get rid of you because they get rid of you because you a liability. You not staying with the script. And Nature Boy, he don't stay with the script. He goes off and do his own crazy freaky thing. And he talk too much. He brag too much.
Ooh, Lord, I just want to know what club foot is at. I'm gonna walk up to him and say, "Hi, how you doing?"
Now I ain't gonna lie. I would love to walk up to him and say, Dean Willoughby, Dean
Yeah.
Willoughby, 50. How many 50?
Look, walk
How
up
many
to,
well, I'm telling you, I
just
want to
walk up
know.
to him and say 50 and a finger.
I want to walk up to him and ask him, how many times were you going on your own because you liked it? Because I'm gonna tell you something. 50 didn't just go one time. And
Oh,
he
yep.
just didn't give 50-50. 50 started doing that shit for free with Dean Wood. Dean Willoughby was 50 boyfriend for a while.
But think about this, Giselle. Think about this. He was following him from state to state. Because when have we ever seen him live in Tennessee? Remember, that's where he actually got the charge in. So he was following him around. So wherever Dean was, Babaji appeared.
And right, he was sniffing around because that was his boyfriend.
And just think how many people he sent it because he was a stripper.
And in that life, they meet all type of weird. In that life, they meet
Whoa.
all type of weird people because the people with the money are the weirdest people. The politicians, see, politicians, judge, doctors, they into that type of craziness. You know, they into that type of shit. Lawyers,
Mayo,
accountants.
you walking again,
Yeah,
Mayo?
I'm
I
outside.
got to give it to you. You be exercising. I got to give it to Mayo.
Yeah,
He be
Yeah,
walking is
outside
yeah,
good.
I'm outside.
walking.
Hey, I
All right.
ain't nothing, can't nobody do nothing to me out here. I'm good.
Now
At
nobody
least,
gonna do
at
No,
nothing
but
least
to
in
it's
you.
this,
just it's
at
just the
least in
point.
this part, I'm good.
No. I'm not talking about nobody doing nothing to you. I like how you are active. You get
Oh
up
yeah,
early in the morning,
hey,
walk.
I
You
got to get my exercise on. I got that
that's
from my,
right.
I got that from my granddaddy. He used to walk all the time. That's where I
That's
get it
it.
But let
from.
me ask you this, Mayo. Let me ask you this. So with looking at him today, or he's supposed to flew out and looking at him on that Walmart bench because we know he was on the Walmart. Did you see how he listen? Did you see how he looked like a whole cracker? He looked like a J. Am I tripping or do he look like a J, Mayo?
Yeah.
You know what?
You do.
I hate. I didn't see it. I didn't see when he was at Walmart. I missed that one. I missed it. I
Okay, it's
didn't
on
see
World's
it.
Last Live.
Yeah,
It's
it's
on
on
his
his
All right,
last
last.
live.
I'm gonna have to look at it
Yeah,
because I
you
didn't even
repeat.
see it.
You
He
repeat.
looked
Listen.
terrible.
Wait. You said he was at Walmart sitting outside?
Well, he was trying, he was putting the phone close up to his face so he can't show his background. But we
Oh,
beam
okay.
team, we know the background. I shop
Oh
at
yeah,
Walmart.
everybody know
I'm not
what
embarrassed to
Walmart look
say
like outside.
Walmart
Yeah.
is, and then Mayo, that bench right in front of where the police be parking in case the loss prevention said you stealing. That bench right
Yep.
there against that white brick wall. That's where he was
Yep.
sitting. That ain't nobody stupid. And he
Oh,
looked terrible.
I
His
guess.
hair was dirty. His face was ashy. He looks
Mm-hmm.
terrible. You have
His
got to go back and watch that.
I guess.
his clothes
I
was
guess he
fat.
must have had the females inside shopping.
Yeah.
He looked like and nothing against homeless people, but that he looked. I mean, we already know he is because he don't own them. He don't pay no rent. But I mean, he looked
We already
ran
know he
down.
is.
He looked ran
Man, that's
down.
crazy.
Hey, Sammy.
But, but
Can you hear us?
you know what he said.
Hi
Oh,
guys.
Sammy in here. Hey, Sammy.
Yeah,
Hi
Sammy's in
Merriman.
here.
Hi Mrs.
Hey,
Meat.
y'all.
Hi
I'm a
Giselle.
I'm a
Hey,
I'm a
sister.
drop off. I just had to come outside and walk and finish getting my laugh on because I was laughing too loud in the house and everybody was looking at me like I was crazy. Because I had because I had the phone sitting on the side, so they didn't even know what I was laughing. I just had my headpiece in. I'm dropping off,
Damn,
y'all.
Giselle took that
All right.
shit to two
Enjoy the rest
doctors.
of
All
your
right,
evening.
Beam Team. All
All
right.
right.
All right, Mayo. Love you, bro. Sammy.
So
So
I
yeah,
wanted to go back and talk about, Target, buying clothes from these places that sell these clothes. I just wanted people to understand, like, when you buy the clothes from these places, they're not gaining, cars and houses out of these things. They're actually using the money to pay off gateways to be able to even get away with the paedophilia and whatever else it is that they do that's fraudulent. And so, for example, if Target is involved in the Pizzagate and the paedophilia, they will use the money and the profits to pay off, for example, trucks. So if you've got a truck that's delivering products, then how do we know the trucks is not carrying the children? Because there's all these little gateways that we have to think, how are they getting away with it? How are they crossing borders? How are they crossing different cities, taxis? These are all questionable for how do they get away? Like, where is it that people are seeing these
Hey,
kids?
Sammy, did you see World's Live where he was showing how Wayfair was shipping the kids?
Yeah, definitely. I knew about that before I came here because that went viral in the UK. That spread across
wow.
here. Yeah, that reached UK. I think that reached all over the world.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it till World showed it. So
Not
that's
neither.
good that
I
I
never
knew it. I knew nothing about it.
I never even heard of no Wayfair. I never
Oh
heard of that.
wow.
No,
I did.
I never heard of that stuff. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
And see, I did, but it was always too expensive and it seemed creepy to me. Just like Target. I call it
yeah.
Target. But just like that, it always seemed creepy to me. It did. Target. I mean, it's bougie. It's expensive. Y'all, listen, I'm telling y'all, it's too expensive for
It's
one.
expensive
It's
to
way
me.
too
I thought it
expensive.
was
Just
cheap.
like
Yeah.
Wayfair.
I thought it was cheap. The stuff was cheap. I did that stuff cheap to me. I ain't saying I'm no more, but that stuff is cheap to me. I really
But
thought it
don't
was.
get it
No,
twisted, you know.
it's cheap, but it's just like
Inexpensive, but
Walmart. So why you got to be 4 times the amount of Walmart when you are
oh,
just like Walmart? You see what I'm
oh,
saying? It's not like it's the mall. It's not like it's Fifth Saks, but they are too
oh,
expensive to be just like Walmart.
Yeah, yeah.
oh,
And
okay.
that's not to get it twisted with the cheap products in places like Target, because you know for example, these cheap clothing items, and I'm not saying go and spend lots of money on brands
Right,
either,
right.
but these cheap items of clothing, unfortunately, they're being made by child slave labor, you know.
Yes.
They sure
So
are. Yes,
it's
ma'am.
like either way you
Yes, ma'am.
go, that you're facing a lot of choices and a lot of responsibility, because obviously lower income families, what are they to do if they can't afford somewhere that isn't child slave labor clothes? Some people don't even know that. Most people don't even know that.
Yeah, most people don't know that they paying them like what 2 cent, and they have their children and everyone's up in there doing all the labor, and they getting pay, and they get more money for it. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
Do y'all
Yeah.
remember the video? Do y'all remember the video World made where they was making the mask and the masks were all
Listen,
on the floor?
girl, listen, and they had them
Those were
all on the
children.
floor. They had them on the floor.
They did what with children, sorry?
They, the mask. They
He
world did a
he had made a video with China or somewhere making the
yes.
mask. The masks were all on the floor. There were
Mm-hmm.
children in this video making the mask. They
The
didn't care how
same.
they made the mask. Those were masks that were shipped to the
Wow.
USA.
Yep.
Yeah, so she
Wow.
talking about the COVID mask. You know what I'm saying? The preventative for
Yeah, I
getting
think I
COVID
posted that
19.
Yeah.
today. Yeah, I did post that today. It's mad. It's mad. And a lot of these things that they've done before the pandemic even came in. Like, you know, stuff
Mm-hmm.
from like way back from 2014. They had fake tests being shipped in. You know, I don't know if you guys heard, but over in the UK, somebody used one of those tests and rubbed it along a dog, and I think somewhere like maybe a mop or something like that, and sent it in, and it tested positive for you know what, COVID.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Today, one of my one of my husband's jobs, the second one, I'm glad that they are. It was Georgia. They from Georgia, and it's a Georgia business. But his first job tried to tell him he had to take the COVID vaccine because he's considered a essential worker. No,
Mm-hmm.
no, no. We threw the religion in it. Whatever you got to do, there's no way, there's no way that you can make a vaccine in 6 months. No way. So
No.
he
Oh
had to
no,
get a
no,
letter.
no.
He had to get a letter from the doctor so he didn't have to take the vaccine. Do y'all see how they're pushing this stuff?
Yeah,
And
they
the reason why I say this is the same way Dusty, they're pushing his agenda, they're pushing this. All this stuff is going to tie in with the child trafficking. All this stuff ties into the government. Just like someone said earlier, oh, he going to go to jail soon. No one's going to jail. He works
he
for
ain't
the
going to jail.
government. No one is going to jail unless they write it in the script. But
He
what's
ain't
going to
going.
happen is they're going to kill him off first. They'll kill
That's what
all of them off first.
That's what they going to do. That's what they do to they puppets. They puppets don't go to jail. They kill they puppets
Nope.
off.
And his time is
They're like
coming because
pawns.
he couldn't
They're like
follow the
pawns in
script.
a chess game.
Yeah,
Go
he.
ahead,
That's
Sam.
what like he. They picked the wrong one. He doing what he want to do. he's not staying on script. And you think they not tired of him? You think they not tired of spending money on him? He keep got to jump from here, jump from there. And he putting them at risk because people gonna start the stairs going to start climbing to other people.
You know why, Giselle?
They're gonna get rid of him.
Because he couldn't stop being a nigga. They picked the wrong nigga.
Exactly.
That's all it is. They picked the wrong nigga. You don't pick a nigga from New York, first of all. A nigga from New York, now. They not finna follow. They may follow the rules for a minute. And I'm not saying anything about New York people. I'm just saying how my experience with New York people. He's not. We follow the script for a minute, but after that, no, it's not gonna happen.
Listen, you got listen. Don't let the hype fool you. A lot of people, a lot of New Yorkers ain't what they be making you think. They be crying, whistling ditzy, baby. They not as hard as a lot of people think. That is.
That's why I say they picked the wrong one. They picked the wrong one.
Yeah,
they picked the wrong one.
They pick one.
That'd be just like them picking DMX. That'd be just like them picking DMX or 50 Cent or you know, or Ja Rule. You can't pick niggas like that.
You can't pick them type because you don't know what they gonna do. They gonna run. They gonna talk. They not gonna stay on script because they already got their own issues. They got to be seen. They got to be heard. He has to let everybody know whatever he was doing. That's why he on the plane, videoing, letting you know he on the plane.
Well, also, if he steps out of line and doesn't go by script, that it falls, you know, it's a win-win situation for the higher ups because if he doesn't go by the script, you know, for example, when it came out that he was, you know, having, you know, gay sex and things like that, they probably brought that out into the open somehow. They probably leaked that on the internet because he wasn't going to script. So it's like, okay, you're not going to do this. All right, well, we're going to humiliate your ass. And humiliation is always involved. I've noticed, like, if they don't go to script, they'll expose them to be something bad, and in the end they have to handle it anyway because they've gone too far. So he's trapped. It's like,
let me ask you both you ladies this.
But
let me ask both you ladies this. Hold on, Giselle. Let me ask both you ladies this. So since we know he's going off script, look who's behind him coming up. I have no problem with this brother. He is from the same place I'm from, TKO. Do y'all think that's the next one in line? I'm just asking the question.
That's the next one in line. That's the next one in line. He just was hiding his. He just do his stuff a different way. He just a big.
Hey, World, you answer me too on that question. You think that's the next one in line? World, we making it make sense over here. Do y'all think that's the next one in line?
The next one, you said the next one in line?
Yes.
DK
For
this script and this role, since Babaji went off the script.
If they're trying to get rid of, whenever they get rid of Nature Boy, they're gonna have to find a replacement. They could be grooming. TKO could be the groom. They could be grooming him. I'm just saying.
I think. I mean,
go ahead.
I mean, sorry. I mean, I think that it's not a single role. You know, they all play a role. So one might push the transgender a bit more. One might push the glamorization of, you know, what do you call it? You know, like sex from behind a bit more. One might push. They all gonna push different blasphemous things. So I don't really think that TKO Capone is gonna replace anyone. I just think that he's up and coming to push a different gender as opposed to what Eligio has.
That's what I'm saying.
You have to do, like when we have these type of discussions, like don't just base it emotionally. Like look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like take a few steps back and just think for a second. He's not nowhere within any of this script. Like this dude and him are not even affiliated. Of course, we can see similarities between the two, but these are two totally different
people. Yeah.
The thing about it is that we've been talking about this for so much, it's easier for us to be able to correlate certain things. The same way I showed about Jim Jones and Nature Boy. you can do correlations with anything to damn near anybody if you're able to make it make sense. But the thing with him and what Sammy was saying and what I strongly agree with, there is a collective of the masses that have to work together to push an agenda. You can always tell, you know what I'm saying, who the collective is. Like I say with TKO Capone, which is different, is he's not affiliated or connected with a whole bunch of suckers and lames like Babaji. Lifestyle is totally different. You'll never see Nature Boy on a photo with Floyd Mayweather. You'll never see him in a vehicle that's his own. And all of the stuff that Babaji be saying about jail, you know, is incorrect, because what he does is he explained prison as jail. That's how you know that he's lying. It doesn't even add up. Anybody that's been to prison don't even, you never hear them with a mishap, you know, stating where they were or where they were incarcerated. You can't be in prison for over 5 years unless that you are like a serial, like you have multiple homicides and you're awaiting to go to trial. You see what I'm saying? That's the only way. A gun charge, the longest would be damn near 32 to 36 months. This dude be graphically explaining him being in prison to a degree only because he had them old ass jail photos. Anybody can tell that he's full of shit. He's full of shit. Now, when we're looking at the narrative doesn't stop with Babaji. That's why I was showing you guys about Panda Eyes, Pizzagate, and everything that correlates with that. It's important to see it for what it's worth. I just joke about this motherfucker, but I don't joke about these motherfucking human abductors and child exploitive sex workers, as well as the human sex slave, you know what I'm saying? Like drivers of these fucking 18 wheelers. I don't show and I don't cut none of these motherfuckers no slack, because it's all a group collective effort. So no, to answer the question on that one, I can't agree. I can't agree, because TKO Capone, I will say this right here. He is a person that will sit back and watch somebody and he'll then say, okay, then now I'm about to do this, you know, and he will actually do it. He did it for years. The dude is on a video, and the thing that made me, you know, even want to interview him was seeing him on a video with Al Sharpton. Whenever that MTV, you know, does a documentary, because like I say, this was years ago. Whenever MTV contacts you and wants to go down and record you and Al Sharpton, you listen, I'm telling you, you gotta see this shit for what it's worth. Now, Babaji, on the other hand, he has told about a lot of stuff that he's done. A lot of stuff he done told. Okay, just like he's listening to us right now. Like when you heard him on Bigo talking about when he was on BBC, when the Sade chick was joking about BBC. See, the thing about Babaji and all of this shit that's going on, he's not going to he's not going to emphasize things the way that TKO Capone does. Like TKO Capone emphasis on his clothes, his jewelry, his women, even through normal conversation. Like, you know, like he didn't have to be calling her name today. Hey, Armani, come here, and all that stuff. Like, we know her name. Your husband don't just call your name or your nickname while y'all in the house. What the fuck is that for? You right there with the person. So you got to look at him and what he's making an attempt to convey on social media. You see,
100%.
That's right. I see what he's doing. Now, Babaji, on the other hand, we're still trying to identify who the handlers are, because the handlers behind Tarjay, as you call it, we don't know who these motherfuckers are. And they're doing this shit. Look, they're doing far more damage that's even more impactful than what Babaji will ever
behind
do.
the scenes. Yeah.
Ever. He don't have no t-shirts for children. You understand? Like these motherfuckers that are support of the pedophilian appropriate behavior, you know what I'm saying, collective community does. These are the motherfuckers right here that we put on Beam. So people that's listening to this live stream, when they see a t-shirt and it's for a child and it got a fucking panda on it, automatically it's a no. They see a t-shirt
or any of them, yeah.
No. That's right. Let me
Can I
stop.
add something as well, you know, to the
So,
narrative?
wait a minute, hold on, Sammy. Can I say this right quick? So, yeah, you know, I've always been the one who said, nah, TK don't like that. I didn't even know his eyes were fucking any of that. So I've been starting to question. That's why I asked the question to Wurld. because I don't know. Like I was starting to question, is he part of this script or not? So that's the reason I asked the
Definitely
question
not.
because I've
Definitely not.
always, yeah, and I've always said, no, I don't think so. I think he's different. But everything that's been coming out, I've been questioning. So
Yep.
that's why I asked that question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So,
show
Well,
I
you.
mean, he just
Let me get,
confirmed it from
I'm gonna give you one more example, and I'm gonna let y'all chime in. But I'm gonna give you one more example, and the reason why I say that he's not a part of the narrative, he's not a part of the script, because when I explain MTV going to record and make a documentary, featuring Al Sharpton, TKO Capone or whatever, think about BBC that personally went to interview Babaji when he was with
yeah.
Kayla Reed. Okay, that's right. Anybody could clearly see that she was a little bit off the rocker. They went there and
yeah.
recorded that. So that's just like, let's look at Ted Bundy for an example. When they made the documentary about Ted Bundy, he wasn't walking around and going live. You see where I'm going with this? You
Right,
see,
right,
he
right.
is
Yes,
by
I
design,
see.
he is a agent. That's why I stay on his ass. He is an agent.
Oh
That's why
yeah,
this
he
motherfucker
definitely.
is not in prison. That's why this motherfucker ain't in the damn dirt yet. He's an agent. They need
Yep.
him to be able to put out this agenda. No
Yep.
one else wanted to do that.
Yep. That when I seen that he wasn't really going to jail, that's when I said, nope, he an agent. He an agent. Because in no way in the world, if he was a normal black man doing this, his butt would have been in jail a long time ago. So that's
Right.
when I
And let
knew
me,
he was an agent.
can I say this right quick, Giselle? And I don't mean to cut you off,
No, that's okay.
but I have been talking to my family, right, in T-Town, which is Tulsa, Oklahoma. And they're like, oh, from what I heard, that's a good dude. But like I said, I was just questioning some of the things that was going on. That's why I asked the question tonight.
Right.
And World made it, hey, it is what it is. Because I did not want to believe and I did not see it really. But it's just so much, you know how the internet is, and there's so much stuff
Yeah.
and coming out. So my first mind is right. So thank that's what the Make It Make
But
Sense Network is for.
but I
Go
I
ahead.
will I will say this. I noticed that a lot of young men are into this and they getting it. I call it virtual pimping. You ain't gotta like put it on no corner. I noticed a lot of them are doing the same. They are doing the same scenarios, just like the King, the Kulu, how he broke it down. It's like I don't know if they running in packs, if they calling each other,
Facts.
they beeping each other, but it's like
Facts.
it's just about to be a community of these young men pimping these um insecure women with all these broken problems and men. That's what I do notice, and it's starting from the internet.
Okay. Now, being that it's starting from the internet, like I say, I didn't know about any of these weird ass dudes until the Kulu showed me this shit. I didn't even know who they were. And I'm like, what the hell? Because I thought everybody just had a mortal on their name at one time. That's how I was looking at it. But see, he's in the age bracket, of
Mhm,
these guys that will want to join this cult. Just like
mhm.
how Solar gravitated to him. But then when you talk about the example, whoever that's leading this, you look at the people, you understand that have been out here on rap songs, that's been talking about all this shit, shooting people, selling dope and all this. At one given time, they ass gonna go to jail or prison. Okay. They gonna go at one given time. Now look at a motherfucker like Babaji. Okay. Babaji has consistently been doing this. Okay? He's consistently
Mhm.
been doing this. You have motherfuckers that turn the other cheek, like when T.I. got caught with all them 50 goddamn 11 guns and shit that time. See what the fuck he did?
Exactly.
Hold on. You see what he did, right? You see how he cleaned that shit up, right? He came out with that motherfucking, what was the reality TV show? You seen that shit, right? You see how they
Mhm.
plugged all that up in there. They use that right there. They use that as an example to show him like you can only go but so far. You only gonna go but so far. We still got a hand on you. And in order For you to be able to reach a certain height and fame, I want you to know that all these motherfuckers gonna have to sacrifice something. And 9 times out of 10, it's some of the something that they love the most. That's why when you look at, you know, people like Bankroll Fresh and him being one of the hottest rappers you ever heard, one of the most lit, the most crunk, shit, he was with 2 Chainz. So I'm saying, he was with 2 Chainz. Now, despite all that shit about the club getting shot up and all that shit, you got to look at these sacrifices. Look at 2 Chainz now. 2 Chainz on YouTube doing all kind of dumbass shit, selling water for $600, like $600 and shit. Like, what the fuck? What type of psyop rock you to sleep type of shit is that? But hey, Bankroll dead and shit though. Hey, look at Shorty Low. Shorty Low ain't here no more. Hey, but I heard all that stuff about the snowman and all that shit. Now him and the fake ass Gucci battling each other on MTV and got all y'all dumbass over there listening to it and commenting on it. You know that ain't no fucking Gucci man. You know that shit. They put this psyop shit out here for y'all to eat off of. Okay? They put it out here for you to talk about. Because when you talking about the shit, they doing the shit quietly. They do it quietly. Why you think it's on t-shirts now? A fucking panda and a fucking a piece of pizza. A fucking alien with 3 fucking eyes opening his mouth with a pizza inside of it for you weirdo motherfuckers that want to be Martians and shit. You Area 51 type of niggas, okay? That's why they put it out there. Because they know that
you know what else
those type of men they attract a certain type and a certain caliber of women as well. Okay. And this is why our children are in danger. You see, we got a lot of information about all of this shit. Okay, yeah, and anybody can post a video about this shit. I done seen a million different motherfucking Pizzagate videos, but the people making them fucking videos ain't out here talking about it. They ain't out here voicing themselves. They writing shit down and running that in the damn video. They editing it and then what they're doing is they're uploading it. Okay, we're all living this shit right now. I'm gonna time out. Let y'all get in.
That's true. That's true.
I just wanted to add to the narrative question that you asked, Mrs. Me, about you know, as well, like, you know, by these up and coming, you know, how he was saying Dekulu's in that age group, these up and coming influencers that, you know, how they act target or how they reach out to these brands, for example. So for example, you might work for Target, I might work for something else, Giselle might work for something else. So by us coming together, what they're doing in their world is, because they're all pedophiles and they're all predators, what they do is by coming together, they are making their network in that world, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So supporting each other's brands is supporting each other's money, which supporting each other's money is supporting each other's pedophile network, which is more, you know, their agenda.
That's true. Now, I think if you have children, I think either start making your children clothes, make your children clothes, or when you buy your children t-shirts, don't buy anything with anything on it. Just buy a solid t-shirt. You got I bought you a black t-shirt, a white t-shirt, and a green t-shirt, and a yellow t-shirt, but don't have nothing on it.
Yeah.
That's because you know what? There's always a way to do something. You don't give your power away. There's a way that I just feel that if we can't stop it by locking these people up, but we can slow it down. Economic stop buying. When you see merchandise that have all the symbols, just don't buy none of it. Just go buy a little simple t-shirt for your child, and go buy you some little crafty ornaments, and you put it and you decorate it. Y'all, you feel what I'm serious?
Yeah, because the CCTV picks that
I
up.
wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be buying none of this. Now that I know I'm aware of all of this going on, I'm not buying nothing for my baby with nothing on it. I just buy a solid t-shirt, take it home, and put my own little stuff on it. That's just me. If I just mark it up, I'm just saying that because it's like they taking this to a whole different level, and I mean
And
it's
they
coming
know,
fast. It's coming
they know
fast.
too, sis. Let me explain something to you. You know what I'm saying? what they're doing is they know that the children have to wear clothes. They know that the parents are looking for, cost efficient ways to be able to maintain through the month, being able to get by. That's why they put it in them stores like Target. See, Target will charge you $8 for a damn bottle of water, but they'll sell you one of them motherfucking pedophile shirts for $5. They'll have a sale because it's gonna be a sale when it come down to them children, okay? When them children being abducted, when we talking about the people that actually want to relish and find delight in, like small children, these motherfuckers that's buying children just to molest them, stupid ass secret sadomasochistic ass fantasies and shit that you be seeing on the investigation channel and all this shit or whatever, right? Yet these are the type of people that look at these type of symbols, okay, and then look at the Wizard of Oz, okay. Now there was a wizard that actually sat back and thought about all them different pedophile codes, the hot dog, the pizza, cheese pizza, all this shit that sit back and, manifested this. How do you think they feel right now by them knowing what this will do to men in their late 30s, late motherfucking 50s and shit that's out here that have motherfucking desires of being with children and what it does to them, what it triggers inside of them when they see children with them symbols on. Think about it now.
Yep. And hey, this is a great build. I'm on my way to a birthday party, but I'm listening, and it's great talk, ladies. And Giselle, you and your doctor and your second opinion gave me life. Gave me life. But I'm still listening, y'all. Good
All
night.
right.
I mean, not good night, but I'm listening, y'all. Hey,
Enjoy your
especially,
party.
bro. Where,
Already,
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Um,
All right.
I forget what I was gonna say. Go ahead, Sammy, because it's just slipped me what I was gonna say. Go ahead, Sammy.
Somebody else mentioned in the live earlier about panda eyes as well. So panda eyes
Correct.
also, what happens when a child is being tortured because of the result of the adrenaline and that being taken out of them, it makes their eyes go like that. They have, it's not just that they might have been beaten up, but the drainage of the adrenochrome out of their body causes their eyes to go purple. And the predator that's drinking, or the person that is drinking that or putting that in their system, so like the queen and those reptilian assholes, all those kind of people that intake that, they end up with the same thing. It actually gives them the same result by intaking it. So the panda eyes represents it on both sides.
True indeed, and the panda eyes as well. When we're actually looking at the drainage from the adrenal chrome, and we're looking at the individuals, like Mason Verger, they actually find delight, what I'm saying, in dealing with children. You got to also know as well as understand these people that are like 1,000 years old, like like Queen Elizabeth, and them dealing with adrenal chrome, them dealing with these small children and what they're actually getting from the children, because what they'll receive, what's transferred over, is the youth of the child. And it's symbolic to using skincare, wrinkle-free, blemishing, skin age-defying cream. This is the exact same damn
All
thing
of
that
it.
they want. This is why they want the damn children, y'all.
Yeah, yeah. You can
That's
get,
true.
I did some research on the internet. They've made it available to the public that you can buy for 25 mils for $50, I think it was. You can buy adrenochrome in this little vial bottle. So
Wow.
they're making this available. Your child could go on there. If they don't know what that is, your child could easily go on there and purchase that.
Keep
So now,
keep speaking on that. Stay on that right there.
so like what's it called? Botex? Is it Botex? What they
Botex,
put in their
Botox,
face?
Botox.
Botox. That's it. Sorry.
That's
So
okay.
that stuff that they put in their face, all of that stuff used to cost so much money, and what they've done over time is they brought the cost down, down, down to make it readily available to the public. So now you've got boob jobs and things like that are available on a contract monthly basis. So hold on a minute, your kidney might failure, it might fail and not work, and you're searching for some kidney transplant to survive, or you might be dying of cancer and stuff, but they won't help you. But there are contracts out there that are willing to give you a £50 sorry $50 a month or whatever in order for you to go out there and get a boob job, or for you to go out there and get whatever it is. So they make things very easily available to the poorest of families,
Right.
and right under our noses.
Bam, there it is right there. It's a chemical compound with the look at that.
Yeah, the whole and the whole, them being after the children, it used to be based on holidays, on certain days, for example, Thanksgiving, etc., etc. But now, this 2020, I really and truly believe this whole entire year has been a ritual. It's definitely been a
I
ritual
do too.
because,
I do.
yeah,
I do too. And it's been a ritual on children, primarily children. I do. I do. It's you. It's like it's scary because they're children, and but it's yo. It's you know what. In my head, I'd be like, what can we do to stop this? Which I know, the powers that be, but it's just like when when I see children, I make it. It's like I'm so protective. When I see children, I see them walking, and I see their mother like maybe a block or a block away. I just stay on that baby. I just make sure I stay on that baby.
yeah, yeah,
But then you got to think about at the same time how many, people that are on those babies that's done sit back and then thought about, different methodical ways of being able to abduct a child. You
Yep.
see, you got some real like whole lot of wackos that's out here. You got some
Yeah.
motherfuckers out here that do this shit for sport, like motherfuckers go out
mm,
in the woods and shit. They hunting deers and shit. No, it's motherfuckers that's hunting whole live children. This
Yes.
now is being, illustrated throughout book form, throughout
mm,
different documentaries, while motherfuckers is caught up in some other shit. That's why you'll have people now that be so, excited and shit. Like motherfuckers will be like going crazy and shit once that they hear about stuff like this. You know why? Because they're too preoccupied with other things. It's all like it's right in front of your face right now. Like
Yep.
I
yeah,
said, they ain't gotta say or do a damn thing if it's on a t-shirt. Think about it.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Last year, I had to save this little girl because this man had her. I was going in my car, and I'm here hollering and screaming, and I walk around the ave. They got this little white baby in the car. She was hanging out the car, hollering and screaming. I ran my ass over there. I'm like, what's going on? She was like, please help me. He was like, I'm like, what you doing to her? What you doing to her? He said, mind your
Wow,
mother. He said, mind your MF business. I'm like, this is my MF business. He said, this is my daughter. So I said, is he kin to you? She said, no, please help me. Listen. I
Oh wow.
ran around the other side of that car, and I had my coffee jug. And I told him, I said, you better let her go. I'll bust the window. Long story short, I bust the window out. I was hitting it. I was quacking his window. I was quacking his window. And then like two
wow,
construction workers, they was like, what's going on? I'm hollering with them. I'm like, y'all gotta help me. He trying to snatch this, he trying to snatch her. So they standing there because don't nobody want to do nothing now. Nobody want to do nothing in the world. So I'm looking at these big fat, healthy construction workers. I'm like, y'all just gonna stand here? I'm like, he's trying to adopt her. Y'all gotta help me. So finally they came over and they snatched her and he drove off. He just took off. But
And
he
wow.
see,
would
like,
have
and
had
I
that
wanna
girl in the car.
great job, outstanding job. And I mean that, you know what I'm saying, with all sincerity, you know what I'm saying, for real.
Baby,
Like 'cause that could have turned into something ugly. But in
Yeah,
that situation, in that type of case, immediately take
baby.
your phone out. Look, immediately take your phone out. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's
I
right.
had my
Off
bags.
the
I had my
gate.
computer.
Don't e-
I didn't
don't
have
even
time.
think.
I
Don't
didn't
even
have
think.
time because I had my computer. So I just like only thing was on my mind was saving her, and the only thing because he was in the car, so I didn't
Mhm.
have anything. And then here in New York, I got concealed to carry, but in New York they don't have because they didn't pass that, so you can't carry no weapon. The only
Yeah,
thing you can carry is a mace. And I
yeah.
didn't have time to get that, but I had my coffee mug and I was cracking that window because I knew he really wasn't going to go nowhere because I was cracking the window.
What he look like? I mean, did he look like that he would do something to you, or did
Nope.
he seem like a
Let me tell you,
weirdo?
he didn't look nothing. He was dressed very nice. Let me tell you, he was dressed like a nerd. He had on a cashmere brown blazer with a sweater with um lapels on it. He had a tie. He had a red tie. You know, red tie. It looked like he worked. Was a professor, and he had on a white shirt,
See, he
and
was
he had a
supposed to be,
and
yeah.
he
That
had and this was
if
a
you could,
Mercedes Benz. That's how I
if
know this was a
if
Mercedes Benz, baby. He
yeah,
was on some.
next time something like that happen, like immediately make sure that you're able, you know what I'm saying, to make a whole live profile, okay? Like a whole live profile, because see these type of individuals, man, you know, that do stuff like that, I define them as being weirdos, but in most serial abduction cases, it's two people and they call them couples, you see?
Yep.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
right. But this type of individual that had enough heart to do that,
Yep.
he really supposed to been reported, because that tell you, you understand how far fetched that things done got
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
And
they got his license plates. He wasn't going nowhere on the ass.
yeah, but what I'm
People
saying,
start
when you
coming
got
out.
listen, when you got people that are that brazen to do stuff like that in
Yep.
broad daylight with a child, that's what I'm saying. To most people, this is far fetched, but I'm telling you that there is a rapid influx. There's a constant, you know what I'm saying, like production of these type of individuals. They being manufactured by these TV shows that's out here, like
Yep.
the Big Bang Theory and shit like that. Motherfuckers like Shelton, them real weirdo type motherfuckers or whatever. Right? They are actually these motherfuckers is capable of connecting with children. This motherfucker always got on mesh t-shirts and shit, screen printed
Yep.
t-shirts with characters and shit on it. Everything that a child will be able to identify with. And when children identify with things, that right there kills the 6 degrees of separation of on what's considered and called a stranger. Okay. That'll
Yep.
make a child more prone not to say anything. Who's to say what he told that little girl that had her as quiet as what she was until she seen another woman, a female?
Yes.
Okay, that's right, and that's
Because
what I'm
like,
saying.
listen,
It,
King World, I didn't see her. I didn't hear nothing. But when I went to my car, that's when she looked in my direction and she was hollering and screaming. And also I told her, I said, babe, take your coat off. Because he had about one sleeve. So I told her, take your coat off, unzip your coat, take your coat off. Because if she unzip that coat and she come up out of it, she could pull her hand up out of that sleeve. Because he was in the passenger seat and he was leaning over and the door was open. So I don't know how he snatched her. He was trying to snatch her, but he had her she was in the passenger seat and she was almost in. And let me tell you, that little baby hollered and screamed. That little baby she hollered so loud that she was red. Her whole face was red. So somebody schooled her or something to holler because she made noise. And for a minute, when I first, because it's like, this New York, you see all types of stuff. So for a minute, it didn't register. But then I'm always jumping in fights and stuff with people. So I know, but I'm like, okay, this don't look right because she's hollering. It was, it was crazy. But they got his license plates. I think I found out they cornered him on 10th Ave because people heard about it. People start coming out of their shop. But in this day and age, people don't react. Like, they sit around and wait. You know what I'm saying? They just watch you and they'll wait for someone else to act before they come in. And this was like 9:30 in the morning. So like you said, that's early. He brazen.
Yeah, they do this in daylight now. They don't care.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, because they you know, as they for example, before, the way they would have communicated with each other would have been just talking normal words. Then they progressed on to this codes with the food. So we got to keep up with it. We have to keep up with it,
Yeah.
because just like you update your phone, they're updating their game, and we're in a war. So we can't be
Yeah.
sitting around just waiting for things to pop up. We need to be thinking collectively smart. How are they gonna, so when it dies out that they can't use pizza signs and stuff like that anymore, what is it they're going to do then to communicate? That's what we need to start thinking. we need to start thinking solutions. And because during this pandemic this so-called pandemic that we're in, I reckon it's the best time for melanated people to collectively make a difference within private businesses. So, for example, today on the show alone, we've seen World show us, the book Secret of the Pizza or something like that. Those of us that are authors, we could make books for our children that are conscious books. Those of us that are artists, we can make music. Those of us that are actors and actresses, we can make little videos for kids to show them the signs. There's a way where they take kids, right? I heard one way they say to the kid after they come out of school, oh, listen, your mum, she's in the hospital and she had nobody else to ring, and she's got me to come and get you because she's in the hospital and there's nobody else. Imagine a kid is going to believe that.
Yep. If they parent haven't trained them. That's why I keep saying you can't cuddle your babies now. You can't do that. I remember I was almost kidnapped when I was little in the 70s, but my mother trained me. I was hollering and screaming. I was biting him. I was acting a fool. I act like I was crazy. The man, he didn't get me, but I scared the man because I was acting like I crazy because my mother trained me. She said, holler and scream.
Yeah.
Holler and scream. Walk in the street if you have to. And like I said on the last live, we have to start policing our own neighborhood. Number one, we have to go back to like in the 70s when we walked in groups.
100%.
You cannot let your children walk by themselves. You got to do
I
it
agree.
in groups. Now you got
But
to
listen, hold on, wait.
ahead.
For 2020, okay, all right, for 2020. So now we know that not too many kids will be in groups unless they're in urbanized areas. Let's look deeper now for suburban areas, like children that get picked up, by their by their parents, by their mother or father, so to say, or may take a Uber or a Lyft home. What do you say about that? They can't walk in packs. So what do we do then?
Then the parents, then they can't be taking no Uber home. You're gonna have to make a way. You're gonna have to make
Uber
a way.
is not safe anyway.
Somebody,
by the way.
One of you parents gonna have to either. This is just how I think. If I had children, I don't have any, but if I had children, I'm gonna do what I have to do for my babies. So if I have to take a cut pay, if I have to get off work early, if I have to work part-time so I can be at that school to pick my baby up so my baby can live, then I'm gonna do it. That's what you're gonna have to do, and that's what parents gonna have to start doing. If you don't have anybody, if you don't have family, if they can come together, family. If y'all got family got to come together. That's what if you want to save your babies in this generation, that's what you're gonna have to do, or we're gonna have more of our babies coming up missing.
And Uber isn't safe anyway, because Uber is actually funded by Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos. These are all pedophiles,
Somebody
This is
told
what
me
I mean
that.
about the gateways. People have to wake up to the gateways that are meeting the two dots together, if you like, So if a kid is going from school to home, what's the middle? If a kid is going from school to progressing in an artist career, what's the middle? DJs, they're the middle. A lot of these middlemen, they're the ones that we need to be watching as well. And in regards to kids coming back home, as melanated people, we can create businesses out of this amongst each other and keep the currency going within us, because you can create panic alarms. You can do, I think I've seen lipsticks going around that are actually panic alarms.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of us are so talented, like you have graphic designers, you have actors, this, that. We all just have to do our little bit, together, and we can make it better, I believe, anyway.
But
Let me ask both of you a question. So when you're in the store, so everybody that's on the phone, are they really on the phone, or are they taking photos of you?
They could be taking
taking
photos.
photos.
They could be reporting back to someone about where they
Yep.
are if they're unsure about their location. They could be describing a child's description.
Yep.
They could be. There's also spiritual messengers, right, which come dressed as human beings just to get information.
Yep.
There's so many different things it could be.
Somebody choppy.
Okay, but listen from somebody is your joint is breaking up bad.
Sammy, I
But
think.
I want to add this right here though. You know what I'm saying?
I think.
Yeah, it's like I think it may be you. Say something again.
Yeah. I think it's Sammy. I hit it.
Yeah, when I'm talking, like y'all don't mute up.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't mute up when I'm talking. Like don't ever. Yeah, take the mute off, Sammy, if you
Is
can.
that better?
Yeah. Now it's better.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. Now, yeah. What was you saying?
Yeah, see, like if you don't mute it. Like if you on here, if listen, no, listen. If you're on here and you mute up in anything and you start texting somebody, it's gonna destroy the stream. That's why it's gonna do that. Like if I'm talking, don't push mute. Like when I push mute, I do so everybody can get in what they need to say uninterrupted. But whenever that you do that, like if you start texting somebody or something like that or whatever, it's gonna mess up the stream yard. That's why like when we up here, I just try to, you know what I'm saying, get it in and only do this right here. Because when you start opening other apps like on the phone, if that does happen, it's gonna cause that sound right there. It's gonna get choppy like that. But it's all good, yo. We took it good. But my point, aside from what she was saying, with everybody that's holding the phone, is I want you to be aware, especially if you're with your child, you're in Family Dollar, Dollar General, you're at the mall, the grocery store. Yeah, I know she's gone. But what I'm saying is when you're out and when you're about, you understand, and you're especially with a child or if a child is around, anybody, and I repeat, anybody that's not using the phone should not be holding their phone straight forward. Okay. You got people now that's at this motherfucker recording children, actually sizing children up, and they'll sit back and they'll lay in wait for that opportunity to be able to snatch a child up. I've seen like some of the wildest shows. I've heard these 35% cold case file stories and shit where they only tell you that fucking much about the fucking story. I done had to sit back and think about on how a lot of these abductions could have taken place. Okay. And one thing that I will tell you is this: in this century that we living in right now, I hear in 2020 was supposed to be clear sight. This is one of the easiest ways to get away with it. Okay. People out here actually think that it's a great idea to have a doorbell camera. Only the children are going to be playing outside. Okay. It's doorbell cameras from, groups that I'm in. So all that shit that you recording, right? I'm telling you, motherfuckers is getting a hell of a lot methodical out here right now. You wouldn't think that it's going on, but it is going on. That's why we hear more about homicides as opposed to children being abducted, young teens being abducted, young ladies being abducted. Okay. They've ran every familiar narrative thus far, but the absence of everything right now is with them using these images on these t-shirts and how they're luring in the children. We've been seeing gay characters in cartoons. We've seen them illustrated in movies. We've seen all of this stuff, all of this Sodom and Gomorrah like shit take place, acted out on film. We've seen this in pictures. Now it's on the clothing, and the children will be wearing the clothing. Okay, that's where I want to go with this thing right now. That's right. Now that it's on the clothing, now what? Now what? You done already watched it on TV. You feel me? They instilling this in the children's head right now. And then you got to think about the like I say, the weirdos that actually identify with these motherfucking signs. Now it's really about to get serious at this jank. And then think about the parents, the parents that are unawoke though, sis. Think about the parents that's unawoke.
That's what, and it's more unawoke than it is woke. So that's why I was saying what parents gonna have to do. You're gonna have to go back to making your children clothes. Okay, you're gonna go
Great
back.
idea.
You gonna. I mean, my mother made all my clothes. That's how I learned. I make my clothes. Well, I really don't buy. I buy material. I make my own clothes. My mother made
That's
all
dope.
of my clothes. You're gonna have. You're gonna have to go back to doing that. or buy things that don't have any design on it. Take that shit on and do some arts and crafts with your baby. Let your baby make his t-shirt. Just buy a
Well,
solid t-shirts. You feel me? And let your baby get some paint and stuff and let your baby go crazy on it and put his name on his. That's what you're gonna have to do. There's
that's
always a
dope.
way to defeat the devil. There's always. You don't have to accept it. You just got to use your mind. You got to be creative. You got to do it creative. So just for everybody, just think, if they not making no money with all of these Pizzagate on the clothes, what's gonna happen? If they ain't nobody buying it, nobody buying
But
it.
but that's the thing though. But as low of cost as what it is in Target, as Miss Meat call it, you feel what I'm saying? Hey, you gonna have a whole lot of grandmas gonna be copping them janks, man. Them gonna be a lot of presents for the Christmas aside from all of them damn toys and stuff. But for $5, come on, man, you ain't even gonna think twice. Oh, it got a little cute
Well,
look.
then
Oh, it
you
got a
can
cute
go.
little
Listen,
panda
you
bear.
go.
Got a cute little panda bear on it. I might as well pick this up or whatever. I ain't even don't know a damn thing about
And see,
adrenochrome.
and that's
Don't
and that's the problem, because you're gonna have the people that's not woke, and you got more people that's not woke. So just like you said, you go grandmama. So y'all gotta educate your grandmamas, educate your grandmamas, and tell your mamas and your grandma daddies and your grandma, if you buy my baby some, don't buy my baby with no pizza on there, no panda. Don't buy my baby no animal, nothing with no animals on it. I'ma throw it away. I'ma throw it away. Okay. And I'ma throw it away. And Nana, I'm gonna make you knit me one. Like they used to, like the grandmamas used to do when they used to sew on a sewing machine and make all the baby stuff, all the baby's clothes and stuff in the family. Then that you gonna have to go back to doing that. So I'm just saying, this is what parents, you're gonna have to do something, because they targeting your babies. And they coming strong. They big pip. They coming. They come. Listen. They coming. They coming quicker than any drug with this. This the new drug. This the new drug. This child molestation and this pedophilia. This is the new drug.
Yeah, this definitely the new drug. This that new dope form. That's why I say for the people that that are not informed, that are not awoke. Hey, look here, man. Make sure that you share the video, yo. Share the video, man. Put this information out here, yo. That's for real. Sister Z, you already know, man. Like I said, we at the 3 hour joint. Do you want to
What? All
close
right.
out with this one?
All right. Yeah, I'll close out. So, family, friends, this pedophilia, this Pizzagate, it's real. And know this. You know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody that's a pedophile. You got somebody in your family. You got cousins. You got friends that's pedophile. Watch your children. Keep your children safe. You all have a blessed night. And remember, if we wake up tomorrow, we blessed. If we wake up tomorrow the way we was today, with all our body parts, everything working, you blessed and you highly favored. Anything you go through tomorrow, it ain't nothing but a test, baby. Good night.